All right, everybody, we are back. We're live. We're streaming once again. Thanks so much to Ronaldo for sending 6 great people over. Thank you so much to Ronaldo. Appreciate it. All right, you guys. So we are back. We are, of course, streaming. Sorry, I had to take a short break, but I did need to do my quick recap. But we're going to keep going. I think I'm going to play some Blitz if I can. Try to play some Blitz. We have clips. We have a lot of stuff we're going to cover today. We're going to do a view arena for I think 3 check. We're going to, of course, cover some Reddit React. We also have some other stuff too. We have some like clips and things we need to get to as well. So let's play some Blitz to get the stream started and go from there. Okay, it looks like no one wants to play. Okay, so let's move on to our other content. We have like IShowSpeed, playing chess, and other stuff. So let me stop the music and let's get moving. Let's keep moving along. Do I only play on chess.com primarily? Yes. I mean, there are occasionally tournaments on Lichess, but most tournaments are on chess.com. Chess.com or Lichess.com. Okay, so where's the content? Let's keep going. No one seems to be accepting challenges, so I mean, I could challenge Arjun, I guess. He's high enough that I could. All right, let's get going. Let's move on. We have other content to cover from the chess world today, so let's pull this up. Change the scene. Where were we? There we go. All right, what is this?
Negative.
We have some clip. Let me change the boom. This needs to be a little bit. Wait, where is it? Okay, there we go. Let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Make this here, and let's cover this. 1 second. Let me just make sure everything looks good, you guys. There we go. There we go. That's good. Chat should be. Is this the right chat? This is the right chat, right? Yeah, this is the right chat. Okay, there we go. All right, let's keep going. So let's start with this first. What is this? Actually, maybe I should make this. Should I pull this full screen possibly, and then like, I don't know. I'm not playing though. We moved on. So whoever accepted my challenge is not getting to play. Okay. Let's watch this. What is this? Let me turn the volume up and let's go.
Disappointment that Magnus Carlsen is not playing in this match. I think it's safe to say that it's an objective negative. But as we look at the Magnus machine and his 10-year reign of the World Championship title, Anish, it still sometimes doesn't add up in my head that no, Magnus is not going to be the world champion after this match concludes.
Yeah, we'll have to get used to that, and that's been the case before in history. It's not the first time. We don't have to look too far back. The last time that happened is when Magnus was world number 1 already for a few years, and the world champion was still Vishy Anand, who is a legend of chess, a great player. Certainly was the world number 1 at some point at various points probably in his career. But towards the end of his reign as world champion, Magnus was growing up, both in terms of his rating, but also literally growing up. He was quite early at the party, and he was maturing as a player, and already it was clear by the time we speak year 2010, 11, 12, Vishy was the world champion. Magnus was the world number 1, and everybody knew that, best player in the world, probably Magnus. He was winning most of the tournaments. He had by far a high rating. But Vishy was a world champion. He was a legitimate world champion. And world number 1 and the world champion were two slightly different, slightly different. I mean, entirely different people. And that is okay. That happened. And in history before, it happened many times. In fact, even when Kramnik has beaten Kasparov, he has proven that he is a legitimate world champion. He literally beat Kasparov in an incredible match. Still, following that, played many tournaments. Kasparov remained world number 1. He won most of the tournaments. He was the best player in the world by all these objective metrics.
True.
It was Kramnik who was beaten him and became the world champion. So such things occur in history. And we also had the case of Fischer, who walked away from chess entirely while being at the peak. So nothing entirely new, but certainly something we'll have to get used to, because indeed, for the past 10 years, we've had the best player in the world and the highest rated player in the world all in one, and the one with the best haircut as well. So it was just Magnus all over, and now we have to get used to some other people running the show.
True. I mean, that's generally pretty true. I mean, Magnus is the best chess player in the world. I mean, the problem is that when Magnus was number 1 and Vishy was world champion, that was a very short period in time, and we kind of knew that Magnus would be world champion. But now Magnus is like 50 points ahead of the next highest rated player. So it's really, and he's not retiring like a lot of world champions did. So it is kind of weird. And I mean, I don't think we can just move on and pretend that everything is fine. I'll be honest. I don't think we can. I think Magnus is either going to have to play again or FIDE is going to have to change the format. That's the simple reality. I don't think there's any world where we end up in a situation where you have the world #1 player for like many years who's dominating tournaments and he's not the world champion. I don't think so. So I will say that I think it's like it's nice to believe that we can live in a world where that happens, but Magnus is the best player. There's no stopping that unless Magnus does a Bobby Fischer and he completely loses his mind and he retires and falls off the face of the earth. It's not going to be treated. The world champion is not going to be treated as the world champion. I don't care if Nepo wins. I don't care if Ding wins. Both of them will be very deserving of winning the match, but that will not make them the world champion in anybody's book. That's a simple reality. So that was the first thing we wanted to cover. Now we'll keep moving along. We have a Ludwig video, which I think we're going to watch now.
Every day I see some news come out that makes me feel like an idiot for becoming an esports owner at the time that I did. It kind of feels like I just switched my Twitter profile picture to a Bored Ape, and everybody's pointing and laughing at me because I'm dumping my money into a crumbling industry. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, esports is not doing nearly as bad as NFTs are, but it is certainly struggling. And the most recent news has been devastating. If you haven't heard, the king of esports himself is gone. Of course, I'm talking about Snoop Dogg, who left FaZe Clan, that we will remember for years to come. And then there are also some rumors that are pretty bad if they become true. And now these have been quieted down by the GM of the TSM League team, but apparently TSM might be leaving the LCS. At least some of their most recent decisions allude to that fact. Whether it's true or not, time will tell. And of course, the very real news, the one that we need to talk about the most today, is CLG. Who have been acquired by NRG, and now the CLG brand is gone. And acquired is a bit of a generous verbiage. They've been mostly harvested. The entire staff is let go, except for everything involved for League of Legends. Basically,
whoa! Thanks so much to Cheese Lover for the subscription. Thanks so much to Chess Lover. Sorry, thank you.
League of Legends CLG will rebrand to League of Legends NRG. And every other part of CLG is dead as you know it. And here's Andy Miller, the CEO of NRG, talking about that.
Here's what's going to happen. We are acquiring CLG as of this announcement. So we're keeping the league infrastructure intact.
Yes.
The league LCS team, the academy team,
Keep it
all the coaches, the analysts, everybody down to Chef Phil. And we'll be working out of the Culver City facility. There are definitely changes to the CLG org. And we appreciate everyone who, over the years, put their blood, sweat, and tears into this org to get to the point where now they can become a part of Energy.
Okay, to be clear, changes to the other parts of CLG means they're all losing their jobs.
We thank Madison Square Garden Corporation. They will now become a major shareholder in Energy Esports, and we will be at some point changing over the brand from
Okay. So Madison Square Garden is now also an owner of NRG. Now, for a little insider baseball, if you didn't know, CLG was created by Hotshot, who's a former League of Legends pro who wanted to make his own team that became CLG as you know today. And he sold it at some point along the way to Madison Square Garden for buku bucks. And Madison Square Garden, I guess, doesn't want to operate an esports team anymore. They operate the Knicks, of course, Madison Square Garden. New York.
The Knicks.
And they didn't want to deal with operating CLG, so I guess they just sold it. I guess they probably couldn't find any buyers for the CLG brand outright. So the real value that they held on to is their franchised League of Legends spot, which can be worth tens of millions of dollars. It's kind of like owning a house for esports teams. You can just store all your value into it, and it usually appreciates as long as the game doesn't die. That's how valuable franchise spots are.
Interesting.
And
okay.
And I guess that's the plan. So NRG did not buy CLG with cash. They bought it with cash and then gave up ownership of NRG. Makes sense. And the reason I use the term harvested is only because I see things like this. They used the CLG Gaming Twitter, and then they just made it NRG's League of Legends Twitter, which is weird because if you scroll down like a little bit, you can see like, you know, IBDW winning a Smash event, which is it's just kind of weird to see. But I get it. I understand. They wanted to enter League. There's limited League spots. This is how they had to do it. Sure. And I do have to give a very quick, real and heartfelt shout out to everybody who worked at CLG because CLG was a very cool org. There were super pioneers. Every esports player that you might know, like, has at some point, I feel like, dipped a hand into CLG. People like Doublelift. They've been huge for Smash.
True.
And of course, hearts out to Hotshot, the owner, or the original founder, I should say, of CLG, who says still processing, crying a lot, don't know how to react yet, but I want to say something, I'm not quite ready. So
do they have a chess connection? Yes, they do have a chess connection, you guys, which is there was a chess content creator, also known as Nemsko. She was with CLG. That is kind of the connection.
Got a Hotshot. And this leads us to the current discussion, which is what the fuck's going on in esports? What the hell's going on? It feels like nobody wants to be in this shit anymore. CLG's gone. TSM's trying to leave, maybe, apparently. That's a rumor. And so I've been seeing this a lot. I've been seeing this. Jake Sucky. There are so many brands I would love to see in League. Moist, Optic, Mr. Beast, NRG, etc. Okay, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, Jake? All right, Moist is two dudes who occasionally talk about drama on YouTube for like pretty good money. We make good money. I am happy with the amount of money I make. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you're watching. But my God, do you know how much a spot actually costs? Now, this is the only deal I could find any specifics on. But Misfits, the content team that signed a lot of Minecrafters, Cutie, my girlfriend, and a lot of
and me, by the way, I am also part of Misfits Gaming as well, if you guys didn't already know that. But I'll let this part finish, because I also, like, this Jake Lucky guy is terrible. I'm just gonna say it right here. Like, I mean, this guy, like, literally, like, he wrote some great stories about chess a while back. And then, like, you know, didn't really write anything, you know, when the whole boom happened, he's like all great about chess and everything else. Then, of course, when I signed to Kick, he's out there trying to make up these stories and things about how terrible Kick is. It's like me going there, permanently leaving Twitch. And of course, in the process, he also decides to unfollow me on Twitter as well. So this guy is a complete joke.
Like, that has a lot of money because they sold their LEC spot, the European equivalent of a League of Legends franchise spot, for reportedly $34 to $36 million.
Jake Sucky, yes.
Jake, that's million fucking. I don't have that shit. You think YouTube pays my ass that much, bro? I'm barely holding 12K viewers while I'm playing Valorant, which is why I spend most of my time watching Valorant. Which actually brings me to the next section of the stream, which is what we are doing in the fall of CLG. Now, a lot of people have lost jobs.
No, I mean, Ludwig might have millions, but come on, $36 million? I mean, maybe Mr. Beast has that. I don't know, but like, there's no chance that like Ludwig or Charlie have that kind of money for a franchise spot. Like, that's just not realistic.
Also, a lot of players have lost their opportunities along the way.
Yes, take out a loan, you guys. That's a great idea. You know, interest rates are kind of high. Taking out a loan at like 6.5% to 7% on a business that probably isn't going to succeed, that's probably not a very smart idea, you guys. Probably not very smart. If interest rates were down at like 1%, 1.5%, 2%, you probably could. But at 7%, it's a little bit different.
And we had a bunch of opportunity to sign them with not as much money to be able to do all of that signing. But there was one that we wanted to try to help out that felt like it was a good timing, and it is, of course, CLG Red. If you don't know, CLG Red is CLG's women's teams, and they have a specific women's Valorant team. It's been leaked already on Twitter if you haven't seen it. And we're gonna sign him. We're gonna sign him for one tournament. Emily, who's one of the players on the team, reached out to me, said, "Hey, we just want to like feel good.
Nice.
We don't want to like enter a tournament the same week that we've been let go from CLG. They're literally at CLG scrimming and doing all of their matches together in person. So it's kind of sad, and so we're gonna help out. So we're gonna pay him a salary for this tournament, and then try to find them a home. Now, this is obviously super sudden for Moist, but it felt wrong to not do anything. And so we were like, okay, we'll try to pay the salaries for this tournament. We'll try to support.
This is a good idea, actually. That's great.
And then hopefully find you a home longer term. And this is in the and to the people at Moist, man, I do keep spending money. But there's so many talented people. It's so hard not to. It's so hard not to. We got to put a muzzle on me at some point, but man, it's just so hard not to. So anyway, that's all to say that if you guys want to support the new Moist Moguls MXM Women's Valorant team, they have officially made it through the open qualifiers, the closed qualifiers, and they are in the main event of this Women's Valorant tournament. That is April 11th to 14th. So they're going to be playing at
Not bad. That's pretty good.
They're currently labeled as CLG Red, but they will be swapped over to MXM and we'll be able to cheer him on. And if anyone wants a dope,
let me get some water. Give me
Valorant
1
team,
second, you guys.
then please hit us up. And there's also a lot of other esports players that also need homes. So if you're in esports at all, basically hit my line. All right, let's make some connections, because there's a lot of smashers like IBDW, and you might be thinking to yourself, Ludwig, why don't you just pick all these people up? To which I would say, brother, I have been. I just signed a Valorant team. I just signed, if you haven't heard, last week, Zane, who is the best Smash player in the world.
Oh, so there's just a bunch of stuff. All right, let's keep moving on. We have some other content to cover. What is this? Let's turn the volume down a little. Okay, so here we go. This is IShowSpeed, right? So this is IShowSpeed playing chess. Now, we did watch a video of him playing chess not so long ago, and it was interesting, to put it mildly. So hopefully he's actually learned how to play chess. So let's watch this and see if he's improved. Yeah, this is IShowSpeed. The guy's got like 16.3 million subscribers on YouTube. Kind of a big deal, kind of.
Pawn 2 times up.
Let's see how it sounds. Hopefully, let me know if this sounds too loud.
I move my pawn 1 up. What is your next move? He moves this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Did he just play D3? Did he go D3, D4? Wait a second. What?
Let's move my pawn 2 times up. He moves his pawn 2 times up. I move my pawn 1 up.
Did he just already forget what he was doing? He meant to play D4, and then he played D3 and D4, and he just kept rolling with it. Okay. That's what it is. It's not the end of the world.
He moves this time 2.0. Let's move my pawn 2.0. Let's go.
Okay.
He moves this pawn 2.0. Let's move my pawn 2.0. Let's go. He moves this pawn 2.0. I'm move my pawn 2.0. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Checkmate. Look at him. He don't know what to do now. Checkmate. He can't even move.
Okay.
What a shit move.
Speed, my cash app is #Alakama1905. Do you remember me? Donated £2 through Super Chat. Speed PLZ.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to do a video explaining what the possibilities are, because this is of course not great.
Don't know. It's for PS5.
He don't know what to do. All right, let's move. Come on, then. Let's go. 1 for Buck. How the fuck? What are you talking about? Come on. Bro, stop sending me. I'm not joining you, bro. All of y'all that sending me invites, I'm not joining you, bro. Stop sending me invites, bro. I don't know.
I mean, I think maybe, like, my guess here is that he just doesn't he still hasn't learned how the pieces move. That's the problem. He still hasn't learned how the pieces move. So I'll make a video probably. Yeah, he hasn't learned how the pieces move yet, so he's just like mirroring what his opponents do.
The fuck is wrong? Bro, yeah. Bro, I am not playing with you. I'm not. You know what? I'm about to join one of y'all.
Yeah, see, actually, you know what this is? Chess.com should actually find his account, and they should actually block all these challenges. Because, like, anytime, like, the big streamers try to play chess, it's like, this is what happens. That's totally what happens. So it's like one of those things. That's just how it goes. So, all right, let's keep going.
Fuck do you want, bro? What? What do you want to do? Come on. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Come on.
Good
bro.
opening. Good opening so far. Good opening.
Yep. Come on. Come on. Scary ass. Come on. You want to play me so bad.
This is not how you get it done.
You want to play me so bad. And look, you ain't doing shit. He's not doing shit. You want to play me? How's he doing?
Yeah, I think I've seen enough of this, you guys. I mean, the problem for Speed is that I got to skip to like 16 minutes. I mean, the problem is he hasn't learned how the pieces move really. So like he's just mirroring what the opponents do. That's the problem. That's the big issue. Anyway, let's get back to chess. I'm gonna play some more chess. Let me put the music back on as well, and away we keep going. Let's get going. Let me put the music on. All right, you guys, we're gonna set up an arena. We're gonna play an arena. We're gonna do a 1 hour 3-check arena. So let me set it up. Tournaments back to 32. Let's create a club event, new arena, or not 3-check, sorry, King of the Hill fan arena. Okay, there we go. We'll make it 3 minutes. Rating base start at 11:42, 11:43, I guess. Just make it simple. 1 hour, no minimum number of games, and create. There we go. All right, let me log in with my other account. I will go use the restroom in a second, and then we will get going. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we have well, actually we have a kick account. So what is it? Actually, I'll just use, maybe actually I just register with my main account. Actually, I should just register with my main account because it's King of the Hill, right? Oh wait, no, it's standard. Wait, let me cancel. Sorry, wait, I messed it up. Wait, I messed it up actually. Wait, I messed it up. King of the Hill, fan arena. It's not standard. It's King of the Hill. We'll make it 3 minutes. 11:43, I guess. Duration 1 hour. Great. Oh, it has to be more than that. Okay, 11:44. Create and join. Why can't I join? There we go. All right, let me change the scene, and there we should be good to go. All right, I'm gonna take a short break, go run to the restroom, and we'll be back in 1 second. Oh, there's C squared too. I forgot. Oh, whatever. We'll do the arena first. All right, you guys, we are back. So, all right, we're back. We're gonna be doing a King of the Hill arena. Now, what King of the Hill means is that King has to be on one of these 4 squares to win the game. If you don't win the normal way, that is. There are many different ways to win. We will cover the C squared podcast a little bit later, but that's what we'll be doing. So, all right. What am I drinking? Some vitamin C. Vitamin C. Yeah, we just keep going. We keep going, you guys. Why not normal Blitz? Because we're doing a King of the Hill decathlon event on April 21st. So in 11 days, we have our next event in the Misfits Gaming decathlon series. So trying to give people a chance to get their ratings to where they should, because very few people play these variants. So that's why we're doing it. It's on April 21st. I'll see if I can pull up the tweet actually before we get going. Let me see if I can find it. Misfits Gaming. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see. It should be on Misfits Gaming. I'm trying to find the actual tweet. They put out a tweet about it. Let me see. Where was it? There's a tweet somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go, you guys. So here's the tweet. Let me change the scene. You guys can see it. Chess friends, our next turn of the GMHikaru starts April 21st. This is part of the decathlon series. April 21st, it's going to be the King of the Hill Swiss. So that's what we have coming up, which is, it's King of the Hill. I think first prize is $1,500 if I'm not mistaken. So that's why we're doing that, or why we're doing King of the Hill arenas and everything else. I think grand prize is $1,500. It might be 1,000, but yes, anybody can play in the event. Anybody can. So it's yeah, not a joke. Not a joke, that's for sure. I was searching for Bobby Fischer, and I was thinking in some good content be ranked all time. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this arena. We're gonna cover the C Squared podcast and those tweets afterwards. That's what we're gonna do. There was something else. I feel like there's one other piece of content that, like some video or something you guys wanted me to watch, but I can't remember what it was right off. But there was something. What's happening? I joined the stream. We're doing a King of the Hill arena because we have King of the Hill decathlon event coming up on Reddit React. Yes, let me make sure with my mods that Reddit React is good to go, and then we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, Reddit React is what I was forgetting about. Once again, big shout out to everybody who's watching. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday morning, afternoon, evening, Tuesday morning if you are in Asia. So hope you guys are doing hope you guys are doing very, very well. King of the Hill is where you win if you get the king on one of these squares. Doesn't matter white or black. King gets on one of these 4 squares, you win the game. Otherwise, it's normal. But the king, if it gets to one of these 4 squares, it's game over. Did I cover an Anna Rudolph video? No, I didn't cover it. Let's play e6 here. Play d5. Center is very close though. That's the one thing. For tomorrow, will you start early again or before TT? Tomorrow we'll be starting at the regular time for Title Tuesday because there is no World Championship game starting at 5 a.m. So tomorrow I will probably wake up a little bit later. Okay, so pretty normal so far. Center's getting kind of blockaded a little bit here. Video should not be delayed. No, it shouldn't be. Simply should not be delayed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm confused. I think he's trying to close the center of the board. Is Jan going to win it all? I would say right now, it's already super, super critical for Ding Liren. If Ding Liren does not survive, the next game with the black pieces, it's over. He has to hold. It's a must-hold situation in game 3. So already there's a lot of pressure on Ding Liren, and he's obviously already been a little bit shaky in the match. So I'm not feeling very good about it. And it's also going to be worse. It's going to be worse. It's going to be even worse if Ding loses game 3, because then everyone's going to be like, well, okay, look at this. What's going on here? You have somebody playing who shouldn't be playing, and nobody's going to want to watch videos or anything else related to the match. So hopefully Ding keeps it together because we want it to be a good match. What was my take on H3? Well, we released our video on YouTube, so you guys can find my YouTube video where I recap the game. So we have that. So we'll see. I don't know why that wasn't an answer, by the way, but my take was in general that I think Ding is feeling a lot of pressure. I don't know why, but I think he's feeling like way too much pressure. He's feeling way too much pressure, and I'm just not sure why. Someone said, are you streaming more on Kick, or was I just missing your Twitch streams? I am streaming more on Kick. Yes, I am primarily streaming on Kick. I will stream on Twitch one day a week, which will be tomorrow, Tuesday, when we're playing Title Tuesday. So that's what we have. Ding has been a great player, but no chance in this final. Well, I think the problem is that Ding Liren, this pressure of being in a world championship match is actually catching up to him in a way that it's not catching up to Jan. And I don't think it's pressure from the government. No, I don't think it's pressure from the government, because if there's pressure from the government, I'm gonna bring my king in. I'm gonna try to get my king up here. I don't think so. No. He's trying to get his king, so I'm gonna take away the central square. This way he can't get the king up. All the squares are... Oh, he is this, but then I check. Yeah, I have to be careful how I do this. No, he's trying to be very sneaky and bring his king in, but I think it doesn't work, so I check him. And now he closes center, so he has no entrance in the center of the board. I might even be able to just checkmate him regularly here. Yeah, I think Jan has the advantage of being there before, first and foremost. But then additionally, I think he also has a lot of preparation that he did not use. That is also a big key, I would say. He has a lot of preparation he didn't use in the match, and I think that plays a huge role. Let's go check. I just take, of course. I just have to make sure the king only has 1 square here, because these 3 squares are covered. So I think I'm going to play here. Maybe I go queen c6 or queen d5. I think I just win because my king gets to d5. He can't stop it. It's game over. Sorry, yeah, it's prep for Magnus. Yeah, so we're gonna do Reddit React and the C Squared podcast after this arena, for those of you guys who are wondering. Now again, I'm hanging my queen, but this is king of the hill, so the king gets a d5 and it's just game over. I'm having some vitamin C, you guys. Vitamin C, just keeping it real. Okay, so let's play e4. That was a good first game. Yeah, I mean, you can go king e2, king e3. I think if pieces come off the board, it's okay. Rapport effect, I think that, you know, when I saw that Richard Rapport is one of his main seconds, it kind of gave me some pause. I don't really understand why Ding would work with Richard Rapport for this event, simply because I feel like Richard Rapport is a very strong player. He's trying to go fast. I got to stop him. But his opening repertoire is considerably different than Ding Liren's repertoire. It's not similar at all. So okay, my man just checkmated himself. There we go. Twitch U or Kick UI is copy paste from Twitch WTF. they license it from Amazon, so it's not stolen or whatever you see on Reddit or other places. It's licensed from Amazon, so Kick is paying Amazon to use the code. So yeah, it's like on Reddit you see it's like people saying, well, they should just sue them or something, they're stealing the code. That's just not the reality. Do you find it difficult to switch gears mentally when playing a chess variant? Sometimes yes. If I don't realize right away at the start of the end game that something's happening, then it's very difficult at times. Absolutely. Okay, let's go here. Maybe knight c6. So yeah. All right, let's go knight c6 here. All right, bishop f4. I guess we'll play e5. Takes. I can take or take. I'm assuming I want an open center, so I'm going to take and go bishop c5 here. Normally, I wouldn't do that. Bro, congrats on winning every single tourney LMAO. Well, I won the Chessable Masters, of course, but I did not win the last decathlon event. I finished in like 6th or 7th. And there are many events that I have not won, so I win my fair share, but not everything. Not everything. Okay, knight f3. I'm gonna play d5. I don't know if it's a good move, but I'm just trying to open up the board here immediately. Yeah, takes. I'll take back. I'll go here, attack the queen. I feel like actually I probably have some way to just win this normally, so I'm gonna go rook d8 and queen b6. I mean, because the central squares are closed, so far it's looking normal. Let's go queen b6. Hi Hikaru, I got to keep the same name here. How's it going, Liquisense? Thank you so much. Again, for all you guys who are watching, a big shout. I feel like today is the first day we have people coming over from Twitch in big droves. Our viewership is up today from about 3,000 to 4,000. So big shout to all of you guys who are coming over from Twitch, and you're actually realizing it's not crazy the way that they make it out to sound. So big shout to everybody who's watched us on Twitch, who's coming over to Kick. Let's play h6 and take. Take with a pawn, play rook f2, and go from there. Yeah. No, I think as far as Kick goes, I will say this. I think right now there are a lot of people who are hesitant because they see the bad headlines about Kick, and so they don't even give it a try. But I think at some point, once people actually just like give it a shot and they realize that it's I think I'm just gonna checkmate him here instead of actually winning with King of the Hill. But I think once people actually come over, they're gonna realize that it's completely fine. That's checkmate. Let's keep going. Yeah, Android app and iOS, of course, it's still in beta. There's a long way to go. Okay, I'm playing the top dude, so let's play e6 and d5. I could not get my Twitch name, says Hatsu Sano, with the David Howell emote. Yeah, I mean, things are looking pretty bright. I know like Streamlabs and Stream Elements, I think they're going to have integrations for alerts and other things down the road, and so forth. Will chess.com be able to put you on Chess TV while on Kick? I don't know, you guys. We'll see down the road on that too. We'll see. So it's all good. Okay, I like my vitamin C with vitamin vodka. Let's go b6 and bishop a6 here. Keep it simple. I'm happy nobody took my username. It says 98274973 957838392758473889. That's a mouthful, but hey, it's all good. I'm in a castle here. It's a bit much, but hey, it's whatever floats your boat, dude. I think I can play knight f5 here, maybe. I think bishop a6 is also completely reasonable, just to trade off these bishops. I come to watch you, but it's not the same, lol. Well, chat is actually much better behaved. That's the biggest difference. I'm gonna take the bishop. I'll take back with the bishop. I don't honestly know what's going. I can also take here. I'll just take. It's a very strange position because both kings are kind of not really in the game yet. It takes. Okay, interesting. So now I could take and take. I think I should just play like probably here and take. We'll see. Let's take and king h8, and then I just blundered. Oh my gosh, does he have rook h7? Actually, does it work or not? check, check. Check. I think it does work, so I'm gonna go here. If I go here, there's some weird line with takes, check here, and check, and then like G4 and F4 knight h. I think it's losing, so yeah. If he forgets he's king of the hill again and plays regular chess, I'm gonna cry. No, I did not forget that, you guys. I did not forget that. Yeah. Hikaru, number 3 streamer on Kick. We can do better. You guys, I'm just very grateful to all you guys who are watching our stream. Big shout out to Trainwrecks for the raid earlier. You know, in time, it will grow in time, and I think that's actually the thing that I'm happiest about with Kick is that, first of all, with the slightly lower viewership, that gives it time to grow, of course, first and foremost, but also feels like I'm trying to do something here. Like, I won't say that like Twitch was necessarily at its peak completely, but I feel like we're kind of near a level where I'm gonna go C4 here, near a level where I feel like we're near the max. We need more Maria. Yeah, I should be doing more commentary for sure. Let's go 94 here. This is very tricky. The kings don't have many squares, so I'm gonna go rook c8 to hit the pawn. I could have taken the pawn too. Oh, wait. Oh no, my king's 1 square late. I knew it. Yeah, my king was 1 square late. Yeah, I just lose. I just hung that. That was so stupid. I forgot it wasn't regular chess. Play e4 knight c3. Yeah, I just completely forgot. I'm just like, what's going on? Yeah, I just forgot it was king of the hill. That's the most annoying part about playing king of the hills. If you get careless for even one move, that's it. That's it. It's just over. Good, g3 hit the queen. So yeah, I was saying something, of course. I was gonna say, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying about it, but it's kind of exciting, like starting over a little bit, crowd's a little bit smaller, it's much more sort of cozy and friendly. You don't have as many trolls, it's not as off the rails, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a great time. I know a lot of people will be like, think that somehow I'm like super annoyed that like numbers aren't what they were, but I don't have the ego that a lot of people think that I do. So let's trade. The decathlon is going to be on April 21st. Yeah, so it's like building something new, growing it, and I'm just excited. I'm honestly excited. Yeah, let's go like knight f3 back. I think I'm just gonna manually I probably shouldn't be bringing my king. Well, I still have path to e4. Just drop back, trade some pieces here. Yeah, we're basically like 4k right now, so it's great. I'm having a blast. I'm digging Kick more than Twitch. I didn't know what it was until you moved, but I like it. To me, it feels like there are less trolls. Like the trolling aspect, having to deal with all that stuff, it gets very tiring at some point. It does. I mean, it gets very tiring. Do I meditate? Sometimes. I mean, not in recent times, but sometimes, yes. Go here. I'm going to prevent the king from getting in, and I'm going to bring my king closer. Go g4, close this side of the board up. Kick right now feels like Twitch before all the ad spam. Yeah, no, for sure, totally. I've got to be careful here though. This is very close. I have to be careful. Does c4 win the game? I think it does, because I'm trying to get the king to e4 and win. He can't stop it. He loses by 1 move. I'm loving the streams, even if they do bad things to my sleep schedule. Yeah, I'm true. I'm a pleb and literally 0 ads. Yeah, no ads. After this, we're doing Reddit React. We have some C Squared podcast stuff to cover as well. Yeah, it's just game over. So yeah, we'll do Reddit React. We'll do C Squared podcast after this. Let's play E5 here. Play D5. Trying to keep this very simple and not hang something. Wait, I've got to be careful here. I mean, the king is very, very close. Wait, this is very tricky. This is very slippery. I have to be very careful here. We go here. Knight covers a square. Yikes. If I take it, he's going to take with the queen. I have bishop c5 there. I don't take the queen because I lose the game, by the way. Wait a sec. That's just checkmate. Unfortunate. Unlucky, as we like to say. Bond Cloud, yeah, Bond Cloud I can obviously play, sure. What's the king doing on F4? This king of the hill, so if the king gets the central squares, you win the game. That's why. Does this guy know what the name of the game is? I mean, this is very close to being straight up lost. Oh, what? I meant to go. Okay, this did not. Queen E1 was a horrible mouse slip, but it's what it is. Oh, I just win. Let's go. Next game. Yeah, king of the hill. I capture and I win the game. So it's on one of these 4 central squares. There we go. Man, you're still here. Yeah, you guys. I'm grinding. I always stream. So yeah, it's what I do. Let's move on. I don't want to hear the Harlem Shake. Play C3. Maybe knight F3. Maybe D4. It's okay too with E5. Yeah, just landing on a middle square is enough. If your king gets to the middle square, you just win. So I'm gonna take, play like F4, I guess, and keep it going. Let's go F4, kick the knight away. Kick the knight away. I mean, I have massive space in the center of the board here. Go here. Respect the grind. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. Checkmate with a king in the center might be a cool variant. You mean you can't win unless it's checkmate in the middle of the board? It's not crazy, I guess, but probably not the most logical thing either. Things which are definitely not average for the prime. Things which are definitely not average. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm wondering if he doesn't realize that this is king of the hill. That's the big question. Take. So close to winning here. A bit late to the kick streams, but I'm back. Awesome. Is there a way to sack something here? I feel like there should be some way. I feel like there should be some way to win here. I think I'm just gonna go here though for now. Try to get rid of the knight so all these squares are right here. I'm really close. Things which are Romanian for the prime. Things which are Romanian. Take. Oh, actually that was kind of stupid by me. Still okay, but yeah. Ding lost in 29 moves. Is that the quickest win? No, there have been games that have been short. There was like a 17 or 18 move game played between Vishwanathan Anand and Boris Gelfand before. Yeah, we don't. There are no primes on kick. Go here. I'm trying to get my king back in. If he takes, he loses, by the way. Are there ads on kick? No, you guys, no ads. No ads. That's game over. I think I just take. Oh, it's not game over. I thought it was. Yep. You won because king d4 is game over. Oh, sorry. I think for the prime. Sorry. Thank you so much for Romanian for the tier I was about to say tier 1. Thank you for the subscription. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, let's play Sicilian here. Sorry about that, you guys. Apologies. Yeah. All right. Let's play another Sicilian with E6. Hi from Argentina. Good to see you play. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing today. Amazing. That's wild. No ads. So subbing is literally right now supporting the streamer. Yes, that is the reality right now. There are no ads on kick. So every stream, you're just chilling, having a good time, and that's that. So let's play bishop b4 here. Okay, king e2 now. I'm gonna play d5, which is very aggressive because it's like striking in the center here. Probably adds soon enough. Who knows? Who knows if there will be or won't be? But all I know is I'm having a good time, you guys. And if I'm having a good time, I assume you guys are having a good time and everyone's happy. Got to make sure there are no tricks here because I have to be very careful. King is 1 square away from winning the game. Let the good times roll. What is it saying? It's laissez le bon temps brûler, right? I think that's the saying. I missed that. Wait, but I check. C5 I take. Yeah, this is not trivial. I'm gonna go check and then check. Very tricky. Let's go check. If he takes, I take, and then I have queen f6. I mean, this is very spicy. I might be losing here, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I should be a kick ambassador. I don't know what you mean by that exactly. Now the trick here is maybe no, but if I check, take, and play knight c6, he takes with the pawn and he wins. So this is dicey. I guess I'll go queen d6 allows queen d5. Shoot, this is, maybe I have to make a draw. If I go queen e7, queen d5, queen b4, I think I actually have to make a draw. It's kind of annoying. No, I have to actually make a draw. There's nothing else, I don't think. I think I have to make, yeah, queen e7 allows queen g7. You're right, that's true. I mean, I could play b6 maybe, but I'm seems very skeptical. No, queen c4, he trades and then I lose to king d4. No, I mean, I think I have to do this. Yeah. Oh, it's not 3. Okay, if it's not 3, then let's try again. Let's go b6 here, because now I cover d4 kind of. Very scary though. b4 is an excellent move. Yeah, now I have to make a draw. I have to repeat. I have no choice here, because if I trade, I lose the game. If I move the queen, he sacks and goes king b4. Yeah, it's just a draw. Yeah, b4 is a good move. Nothing I can do. Yeah, that's just how it goes, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything else, right? If I, yeah, because if I go here, he sacks and king d4, so I can't move my queen away because of the sack. Knight c6. I mean, nah, no, I don't see it. I think I just make the draw. King of the Hill, everyone has different ratings though. King of the Hill is who knows what the ratings are. They're all over the place. Okay, let's play e4 here. Actually, this let's see, King of the Hill, let's go standings. There we go. Okay, let's play knight c3 and take. Yeah, let's go knight g3 here once again. Just keep it rolling. I'll play bishop c4, maybe d3, knight f3. Very simple stuff. So all right, let's go d3, knight f3, next move in castle. Castles is probably not a huge benefit. It probably depends mostly on the opening that's played, is my guess. Opening probably is very critical actually in terms of whether you move the king or you don't move the king. Okay, I'm gonna go c3. Does this mean my 300 rapid will stand a chance? Maybe. You never know. Anything's possible. Okay, let's play h3 and take. Play the Bond Cloud. Bond Cloud is decent depending on the opening. It just depends on what the opening is specifically, as to whether it's a good opening or a bad opening. He goes g6. I'll play bishop g5 here. How good at sports was I? I was the only sport that I was kind of okay at when I was young, and he's the only one that I kind of played any part of was baseball. I took tennis lessons from 13 to 17, so I'm okay at tennis too. Those are the only two. So I mean, I'm kind of okay. See, what is Selmo L Chess 4 going to play here? Because my position looks very good. I thought you were a great bowler. Nah, bowling, no chance. How am I 2300? Because I'm not great at King of the Hill. That's why. How's the viewer count on Kick compared to Twitch? It's pretty good, you guys. Pretty good. We're near 4,000 viewers. I mean, I would say, you know, there's things like embeds for chess.com, etc. I would say my true number generally on Twitch was probably around 10,000 if I had to take a guess. Let's take the knight. So if we're looking at it from that perspective, 4,000 versus 10k, it's a 60% drop off, but that's actually, I'm pretty optimistic that those numbers are going to continue to go up as more people realize that Kick is not as bad as the media makes it out to be. So I'm very optimistic about the future. Very optimistic. A new platform but drinking from the same massive water cups? Of course, absolutely. Trick speedrun? No, it doesn't. I guess he's not around. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Let's play E4 here. I think this time I'm gonna play King E2 and King E3. Who cares about the platform? We want to watch the best streamer. Yeah. Would you rather be a ninja or a samurai? I would much rather be a probably a samurai. I know it sounds more glamorous somehow, but I don't know. So I'm gonna play D3 knight D2 here. Keep this very simple. I guess let's play H3 here. Keep it simple. I'll play knight D2, maybe takes, maybe D takes E4 here. He plays D4 to close the center. I guess, I mean, I kind of have to indulge him and keep it locked here. Now there really are no entrances for either of us here. Let's go G3, maybe H4, maybe bishop H3. Let's go here, bishop H3 next move. Did I ever play Tetris? Yeah, I've played Tetris, but I'm not any good at it. I mean, I don't possess... Nowadays, so Tetris is insane, right? Because now it's like they rotate, right? It's like the rolling. They do the rolling technique, which I can't do to save my life. So it's pretty wild whenever I do watch Tetris to see the way that those young kids are able to roll. Go here in King G2. Timur Rajabov is becoming a streamer. He's always been a bit of a streamer. He's done both. Let's go here in F4. Yeah, I mean, people forget that Kick is still in beta. Like, it's still in beta. It's still, I mean, still very, very early on. So I mean, I'm very optimistic. I'm gonna go F5 to just close the center down completely here, and now play rook F1, because now there's really like no way for either of us to get in. I mean, I can go here, maybe take. Where is Rajabov streaming, you guys? Is he streaming on? He's probably streaming on YouTube, right? That must be it. Yeah. Okay, let's take, attack the queen, and now I just win the game. I go king F3, king E4. Yep. Okay, here I will play knight F6. Yeah, Kick is in beta, but why not stream on both platforms, even YouTube? Well, first of all, you're not allowed to. That's the first very important fact of the matter. You're not allowed to stream on both at the same time if you're a partner. If you're not a partner on Twitch, you're allowed to, I think, multi-stream, but again, it's like very very, very general. You like the black background and Kick? I mean, it's all good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, you're not allowed to stream on both if you're a partner. So partners are allowed not to stream on both. No, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. That's why Ninja gave away his partnership. Ninja gave away his partnership for that exact reason, because he wanted to basically multi-stream at the same time. So that's not correct. Whoa, thank you so much to New Jersey for the 5 gifted subs. Big shout out to New Jersey. Thank you so much to New Jersey for the 5 gifteds. Appreciate it. Let's go G5. I want to get my king into the center, but I can't do it right away. So let's take. Yeah, thanks so much to New Jersey. I'm still a partner on Twitch, but if you guys ask what the benefits are, they're becoming less and less. So originally, when you became a partner on Twitch, you would get a 70-30 rev split on the sub. So for example, you would get like 75 is what? Is that 75 out of 5 is what? 375, I guess, or 350, sorry. You get like 350 out of $5, but now it's 50-50. So that's one big benefit that's gone. And then secondly, like the ad revenue itself is down. So there were ad revenue offers, etc., and those don't exist anymore either. So it's pretty much a very bleak situation. Let's go here, run the king up. Yeah. Say hi. How's it going? Speaks End. How's it going? Go here. Game over. Next game. Thank you, Deskin, for subscribing. Thanks for Deskin. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, hope everybody's having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. We are playing chess. We're playing King of the Hill right now. Trying to run my king in the center of the board and win these games. Let's go knight c6. Let's go bishop g4 here. Play c4. I guess I can play e5 or knight f6. I think I'm just going to play e6 though. Keep it very simple. What if pawns are blocked from reaching the center? Then you just play normal chess. That's why. You would think ad revenue would be up considering how many ads they run every 10 minutes. Yeah. So let's go knight f6 here. Very, very slow position in this game. Not a whole lot going on. Let's take and play like knight e4, I guess. Maybe I'll just castle and play queen e7. Imagine Kick is just a secret Twitch project. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I will try to bring my king close to the center eventually. Let's guard. And now I have a straight path down the road. Why no ads? Because Kick is just better than Twitch. That's why. Let's go knight e7 here. That's why, you guys. That's a free bishop. I mean, take. Now the center is completely clogged up. So now I just win the game normally, and then we move on from there. Yeah. Also, again, the ad split is 95-5, you guys. So you get 95% of the ad revenue. So instead of getting, I thought it was 350, right? No, it's 350 because it was 70-30. It was 70-30 was the ad split. So instead of getting 350 out of every $5, you get 475. So it's a huge difference on Kick versus Twitch. Huge difference. Let's take the queen. There's no entries. I just got to make sure no entries here. Let's take. Get those bananas. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's pretty amazing. I made a short recap of the match. It's on YouTube. Mo and Colin, I put it on YouTube on my main YouTube channel, GMHikaru. Twitch was 70-30 for partners. They've reverted it to 50-50 now. It used to be 70-30, so you would get 70% of the subscription, but now it's 50-50. So they changed that. So that was one of the big benefits of being a partner on Twitch, and they got rid of it. So okay, now the center is completely closed, and I have a Connect 5. So yeah. Go rook f8. As long as I don't let his king get in, I win this game in a very basic manner. Are they trying to fail? I mean, I don't know. Who knows if Twitch is making revenue or what? And I'm sure if I want to be like really crazy, I could probably go read the Amazon annual report, and maybe there's some information about Twitch there. I don't know actually, but maybe there's something. Thanks for some MIGD money for subscribing. Thanks for some MIGD money. Appreciate it. Thank you. Go here. I want to win this game normally. I don't want to win this with a checkmate. Chat is so much more chill too. Yeah, chat is great actually. Chat is amazing. Yeah, there was a forced checkmate that I missed, but I want to win this game in a typical king of the hill manner. Oh, there's nothing in depth. You've seen the 10Ks? Okay. So yeah. So yeah, so we have what do we have next up? We have a C Squared podcast. We're going to cover that a little bit. We're also going to cover maybe the press conference as well, and we have Reddit React. Those are the next 3 things on the agenda for anybody who's wondering. I guess I'll go here. I mean, I must be winning somehow. Yeah, now I just win, and that's it. What's my experience been like so far streaming on Kick? It's been great. It's been great. I mean, big shout out to all the mods. They've done an amazing job with chat. And it's been great so far. I'm having a great time. I mean, I'm having a fantastic time. Play c5 and e6 here. Play e6. Okay, let's take and play a6. Keep it simple. Is it true that Aiden Ross got 50 million from Kick? I have no idea, obviously. I have no idea what he got or didn't get. So yeah, who knows really. Play bishop b4, attack the knight here. If e5, probably knight d5. So yeah. You made your last stream on Twitch and no one knew about it at that moment. No, I mean, I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow, so I don't know what you're talking about. But why is my rating lower? Because it's King of the Hill, and I'm not as good at King of the Hill as I am at other variants. Take the pawn. Yeah, I don't know what he got or didn't get. That's all I can say. Aiden knows what he got. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Take the bishop here and maybe play knight d7 and knight c5. Is this gonna be another failed experiment like Mixer? I doubt it, actually. I mean, everything that I'm seeing, like, they seem very involved. They seem to want it. They seem very serious about this. So I don't really believe that. I know some people don't, but King of the Hill is where you win if the king gets to one of the 4 central squares. You just win on the spot. So I got to be careful here because this king is very close to the center, but I think king d3 loses. Maybe it doesn't lose on the spot. Go here, attack the pawn. See, like, if you could sack the knight and get king d4, he wins the game. Oh, don't tell me I did in fact just blunder. Yikes. He spots it. Yeah, I just lose. I can't stop king d4. Yeah. He plays knight takes pawn or something. Hilarious. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah, that was ridiculous by me. Getting really careless. I was just winning and then I blundered. Yeah, let's go knight f3. Too careless. Way too careless. Found out he was offered 150, not 50. No, I don't think so. Pretty sure that's not the case. Yeah. Yeah, no, the hardest thing about King of the Hill is forgetting that the king can go to the center. It's very easy to just forget. WTF, yeah. I mean, it's not 1200, obviously, but still. That's also why we were running these arenas for King of the Hill, because people need their ratings to be where they should be. People need their ratings to be where they are, and because many people haven't played at all, the ratings need to get set. So that's a big thing. Speedrun to sub 2000, exactly. What's this? This time I don't want to blunder. It'd be pretty embarrassing. Yeah, I don't think it's 1200. It's probably about, like, I bet around like 1600 at least. That react to speed, we took a look at it again. It was the same issue as before. He doesn't really know how the pieces move. That's the biggest issue, is that he doesn't know how the pieces move. Blueverse reached out to you from Kick. What were your initial thoughts? I mean, I don't really need to talk about that much, but I would say that they just seemed really they seemed really interested, and it was very interesting how much, at least to me, it felt like they're really interested in building a platform. So it seems like they're really interested in building a platform. They seem serious. You know, like you read all this other stuff, all this junk. I got to make sure not to blunder because this is King of the Hill. Go check, can't go here. If here I go b4, I can even just take and queen d4. I'm just not going to let him get anything here, basically. And I'll take this next move and play like e4. Resigns. Let's keep going. The only bad thing is streaming platform does not adjust the price of subscriptions like by country like Twitch does. Okay, they haven't adjusted yet. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. Okay, that is perhaps a drawback. That is actually legitimately a drawback. It's like $5 in India is much different than $5 in the US, for example. That's true. Yeah. Go here. Okay, so he goes king e2. So again, I don't really want a castle, but I got to be careful because this king is coming up very fast again, and I'm like one tempo behind. Regional pricing is hard to set up. That's true. Let's go check. I mean, I can play queen d3 maybe, and then I guess I'll go like bishop f5 maybe. Trying to get my king close. Thanks so much for Wandering Bishop for gifting a sub to Eds. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now I'm trying to run the king up the board fast. Free knight, and now my king is just too close. If not, I'm just, yeah, that's game over. Trying to win this arena. I'm kind of close now. We're playing NAV. I'll play a Bond Cloud, or actually, yeah, let's play a Bond Cloud. Let's go King E3, D4, etc. Oh, I meant to go D4, not D3, but it's what it is. Let's play C3. How do I do this exactly? I guess I'll play King E3. It's probably wrong, but I'll try to do it anyway. Develop the king, indeed, that's the plan. Go here, attack the bishop. Maybe like knight d2, knight e4. Yeah, develop the king, exactly. That's exactly what you're aiming for in King of the Hill. Go here. I'm forgetting the bishop and the knight now, actually, so could work out. Go f4 and stop any entries here. No entries to the center of the board, and I should be winning. This kick app on Android really needs some work done. Be patient, be patient. Yeah, but I mean, again, they're only 5 months into the project, you guys. I'm pretty confident it will improve, but you do have to keep that in mind. Let's go here. Oh, he's trying to go knight c4 and enter. I don't really want to let him enter, though. Your wiki says you are a professional chess player, not a streamer. No, I'm a streamer, you guys. I'm a streamer. What can I say? I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be a streamer. Let's take the pawn and take the queen here. Wikipedia is always wrong. I know. Well, I was very upset because actually on Wikipedia there's a fun fact called the Paul Morphy number, and they don't list my Paul Morphy number correctly on Wikipedia. They need to update that because they have it all wrong. So they do need to update that down the road for sure. Let's go here and trade off pieces and then keep bringing. He identifies as a streamer. Very funny, guys. Very funny. Okay, so he's trying. Oh my gosh, he could have taken with the D pawn. I might have just been losing there. Holy moly. Jeez. I think if he takes, he wins the game. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Go here. Trying to bring my king in. Should be winning here. It should be game over. I prefer Twitch at the moment, but still like Kick. I'm excited to see it improve and give Twitch some competition. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. How cheap is Twitch from some of the poorer countries? I'm not sure. Let's play d5. Knight f6 here. Is there any risk of streaming on Kick, like sponsors dropping you because of content? I'm going to give you guys another surprising take, okay? So you see all this general outrage on social media. Like, there are a lot of people who have been very, very, like, rude in some of their posts on Twitter even to me about, like, streaming on Kick. And, you know, you've seen these articles and whatever, you know, and everything else. But actually, all my sponsors who I've spoken to, they're all pretty happy. They're all happy for me. None of them have been like, oh, man, you went to this gambling platform. It's the end of the world. None of them have been like that. So I actually would say that, like, the whole narrative that's being pushed is not reality at all. Because, like, you go on social media and everyone's like, oh, Kick, it's the worst thing ever. Oh man, it's the end of the world. Yeah, and like, my sponsors, they've all been very happy for me. So I actually, like, it's surprising. It's made me actually look at certain things a little bit differently, through a different lens. Just develop the pieces here. Why are there so many casino channels on Kick? Because relative to Twitch, which is much bigger, there aren't as many channels. So you're going to see it. It's going to look like a much bigger percentage because there are far fewer channels. On Kick, it exists too. It's just that on Kick, you have on Twitch, you have thousands of channels. So you have thousands of channels on Twitch. So of course, it's not going to pop as much. But Twitch has gambling. Twitch has hot tubs. It's not any better if you want to put it that way. So yeah, let's go Queen 7 trades in pieces. So, yeah. Okay, let's go knight d7, maybe e5 next move. Yeah, I'm familiar with Twitch hot tubs. Yeah, White Castle, I didn't have to, probably I shouldn't have, but I did. You're right though, I'm gonna try to bring the king to the center. Let's just take the pawn here. I'm gonna play like king f8, king e7, but its center is still very closed here. This hangs a rook. Does it hang the game though? Again, this is winning, but I need to be careful. There's no king d3 importantly. I guess I just check and take. We're waiting for the Hikaru hot tub special, right? Yeah. Okay, knight a3, so I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna bring my king to the center. I just go 1 2 3 4 and game over. 1 go 2, trying to get my king in as fast as I can here. I take because there's no king d4. I go here. I'm just gonna walk the king to d5. We can only see shoulders. Could be in a hot tub for all we know. Right, exactly. Let's go here. Let's go here. Oh, that's almost stalemate. Oh my gosh, I almost just stalemated him. Jeez, that's so bad. Almost. Yeah, let's keep going. No, I'm wearing shorts, of course. Yeah, but actually, like, hot tub aside, like I used to run like half marathons. I never did a full marathon, but like I would do half marathons. So I actually, somewhere in my closet, I have a little like foot machine with like water to like help after you've run a long time. You can checkmate like normal. Yes, you can. Same kind of thing. You can just checkmate as usual. Right now there are no channel points. I don't know if that's something that they're going to include. I mean, probably they will, but again, there's so many things that they're probably working on that I don't think channel points is probably the most pressing. Magnus is going to LA. I don't know, maybe he is, who knows. I wouldn't know. I mean, did he post something on Twitter or something, or Insta? Knight g5. Do we have time to go for number 1? I'm at 53. If I win a couple more games, I could get there. Yeah, so pretty good stuff. Less likely to mouse slip in LA, he said. Wait, is there a tournament in LA that I'm forgetting about? I don't think so. Love the fact that Kick has no ads, no need to subscribe anymore. Right, Tearzone, if you want to subscribe, of course, support your favorite streamer, you should, because they get 95% of that revenue out of the $5 though. That is the one upside. Coffee chat. Oh, poker, of course. He's probably he's going to he's probably going to play like Hustler. He's gonna play. Is he gonna play on TV like at Hustler Casino or something? That would be pretty hilarious if he did. That would be pretty funny if he was gonna go on one of those high stakes poker shows. Let's play F4. What if Magus pops up at your door like Charlie did to Sneeko? Oh, did Charlie pop up at Sneeko's door? I don't know. No, not sure. I'm gonna go F5 here just to keep the center closed. That would be pretty funny, actually. That'd be really funny. I'm not in LA. No, I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida right now. As an American, as an American Norwegian, I'm conflicted watching Hikaru versus Magnus. It's all good, dude. It's all good. No worries. It's all good. Center remains super uber closed here, so it's hard to play for the actual King of the Hill win. So I'm just gonna go here. Will I go for the World Championship title one day if there's an opportunity? Yes. Maybe Magnus thinks you're still in LA, that's why he's going to LA to get revenge. I'm guessing that Magnus is going to LA most likely to to play poker. That makes a lot of sense. Is there a world? Is there like a not World Series? Is there a WPT event in LA or something? Maybe. Like I could see something like that. I like to watch Magnus for his unmoderated chat. Okay, Nerdstone, sure. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll trade and trade. There's probably some poker tournament if I had to guess, so that makes a lot of sense. If I take and take, this should be winning for me. My king should be closer. Yeah, my king is much closer. Check and game over. Keep going. Let's play e4. Let's try to get to second place in the arena. Maybe first if I can win this game fast. He played a good game. Yeah, it was a very good game. Howdy from Tampa. How's it going, Lord Deceit? Hope you're doing very well. Hope all is good. I should try poker. I played the main event at the World Series some years back, so I've played enough poker to last a lifetime. Who won round 2? Jan Nepomniachtchi beat Ding Loren in the second game with the black pieces. Let's go here, cut off the knight, no jumps. Howdy from Greece. I'm actually in the UK though, just on honeymoon. Oh, that's sweet. Greece for a honeymoon? Nice. Congrats on the marriage, man. Let's play knight e5 here, hit the pawn on h5, hit the pawn on c6 too. I'll just take. Center's kind of closed again. It's a very clogged center. I'm probably gonna go knight c4 e5 and try to go make a beeline for e4. Watching a stream on the honeymoon, yeah, that's actually a little bit dubious. I don't recommend that. There are probably better things you could be doing with your wife than watching chess. It's probably not so smart, but what do I know? So go here. I'm making a beeline. Oh, I hung my queen, right? Can he actually stop king e4? Not easily, no. I'll go here, take the knight, and go king e4. I mean, he can't really stop my king. My king is really, really fast. Still can't stop king e4. Taking king e4. Howdy from Mars. I'm on a honeymoon, but I am from Jupiter. Good one. Yes, Jupiter, exactly. Yeah. How do you go about getting the world championship title? There's a series of tournaments which you have to qualify for. There's a series of qualifications for this tournament called the Candidates, where 8 players play, and the winner of that tournament should play the reigning world champion. Jan Nepomniachtchi won that tournament, which is why he qualified, but Magnus Carlsen did not defend his title, so the player who finished in second, which was Ding Loren, got to play him. Thank you to Vox Momo for subscribing. Thank you so much to Vox Momo. Let's go here. Let's go queen f6. Oh wait, this is not quite the same thing. Actually, let's go here. I don't know what's going. This is like normal chess, but it's unclear. This is kind of weird. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Howdy from the sewers. I'm from the local lake, but on a honeymoon. Yeah, exactly. Good one. That's a good one. Let's take and go bishop g4. Oh, I didn't expect him to take with the queen. I thought he'd take with the bishop, but whatever. Let's go here. I'm gonna try to open up some central squares. Isn't that just the 2 highest rated players? No, you guys. There's a tournament with 8 players, and the top 2. Generally, there's a tournament with 8 players, and the winner plays the world champion. But since the world champion didn't defend the top 2 players, play a match. That's why. Go here and probably f6, king f7, king e6. Do I know when the next PogChamps is? I have no idea, you guys. No clue. No clue whatsoever when it is. Go here, kick the knight away, maybe king f7, bishop e6, keep it simple. I'm trying to basically get my, okay, now my king is a little bit closer. If I win this game, I might actually win the arena. Oh no! Oh no! I blundered. He could have gone king f3 and won the game. Wait a second. So I'm okay. Wait a second. Let's take. I have a chance because I have bishop d5 now. Ooh. And now I can go king e6 and I think I'm okay. I almost just lost this game. Let's go here. If he takes, I take back. This is very, very tricky. I'll take and play like knight a5 maybe. And probably just drop the bishop back to cover the square permanently. Anish went on a little rant today that people overuse the word blunder. It's quite funny. If there's a clip of that, I'll watch the clip. I'll watch the clip if there's a clip of that. Okay, now I go back. I keep the bishop on the board. Right, dinner time now. Enjoy, everyone. Nice. Yeah. A blunder is a blunder. Indeed it is. That is actually true. Good point. Okay, that's a free piece. What's he trying to do? He's trying to be sneaky. I don't get it. I think I'm okay because I'm still covering these two central squares. I mean, the square is covered by the bishop. I think I'm just winning here. I think he just blundered. Yeah, if you find a timestamp, Nerdstone, of course I can cover that, obviously. Let's go here and take. Oh no, I just ugh. Oh no, I guess I go there maybe. Oh, I had e4 too, actually. Wait, what am I doing? I also have f4 maybe. No, king e4. This is very tricky. Could have gone king f5, which I think was actually winning. Yeah, now I win the game, so I have king e4. Yep, there we go. Next game. Oh, this game won't count. So I'm going to go run the restroom. I'll be right back, you guys. Oh, this song. Yes, of course. Backstreet Boys. Yes. I don't know how many people here actually have seen it. What's 2194? I've lost a few games I've lost a few games here. How it was trash when it was new. Yeah, the song I think it was kind of okay when it came out, but now it's like one of those all-time classics. As long as you love me, who you are. I'm just closing down the center of the board here if I can. Nice try. Go here. This era of music will always be the best. Of course it will be. It was a great period in time. What can you say? I'm just going to shut the center of the board down. Now there's like no entry at all for either side. Backstreet Boys is a perfect honeymoon song. It is. Yeah, 90s was the best decade ever. Yeah. Oh, he pipped me for #1. Karasuno Crows. He actually won his last game to get to 66. Nice. He pipped me to get to #1. All right, you guys, let's keep moving along. We have some other content. We have, of course, C Squared podcast, Reddit React, and everything else. So let me stop the music. And let's move along. We have our tweet. What is this tweet? Let's pull this up. Let's pull this tweet. Let me change the scene. Let's see. What is this? This is. Let me adjust this. Of course. There we go. Let's pull this out. Okay. We have a tweet from Mr. Levon Aronian. This says, Exciting start of hashtag Chess World Championship in Astana. Ding's long absence from competitive chess is visible both physically and chess-wise. No wonder he spends little time at the board. Resting rooms during such stressful times act as a sanctuary. Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. So I guess he's saying that basically Ding has not played much other than in Tata Steel, and so because of that, that's why he's not sitting at the board. Now, that being said, I mean, I kind of wonder if there isn't something to do with like just the sheer I don't want to say solitude, loneliness, what the word is, but it's like you literally have two players sitting in this massive area. Normally when you play a tournament, you have many other people. I'm kind of thinking it might be that might also play a big role. He's not used to being like in a room with like 20 million cameras on him and nobody else there except for his opponent. So I think generally like that makes some sense. That being said, it's a little bit weird that he's saying that it's like it makes sense, because I know even when I hadn't played in a long time, I wasn't sitting in a back room all the time away from the board. So I don't know. It's yeah. But this is also kind of funny. So Levon also says, right. So this guy says, I thought both of you played in January in Vicon Zay, and it says, right, but he skipped almost 2 years before that. It's only natural to lose one's ability due to lack of practice. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me that seems kind of weird also, because frankly I didn't play over the board chess for like how many days was it? I think it was 876 days. Let me see. Was it 870 days or 830 days? Or 896? I'm trying to find out how many days it was between my two games. Let me see if I can find it. There's probably a tweet somewhere. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, actually, because there was this tweet. I'll pull this tweet up for you guys. So this was a tweet in after I played the FIDE Grand Prix in Berlin. So I had not played an over the board game of chess in 822 days, you guys. I did not play a game of over the board chess in 800 plus days, and it didn't like it wasn't some like weird thing where things were I don't know. I guess probably there's some psychological thing going on, but I find it kind of odd. I do find it a little bit odd that that's like an explanation that because he hasn't played in a long time, it's something. And he came second in the candidates. It's not like Ding Loren is some guy who like got like completely lucky. He played great chess. He beat me in the last round. He qualified. So I mean, I understand kind of what Lev is saying to some degree, but it's a little bit. It doesn't seem like a quite completely like it's an adequate explanation to me. So I don't know. But the whole thing about no wonder he spends a little time at the board, resting rooms during such stressful times act as a sanctuary. I don't know. But it is what it is. Anyway, you guys were saying something about a C Squared podcast, so let me pull that up too. C Squared podcast. Somebody in chat can tell me where this is. Let me pull this up too, because you were saying there was something in a which one was it for those of you guys who are referring to? You said there was something about Levon in that one as well. Can someone tell me which video it's in? Which one is it in? Because you guys were mentioning there's something about Ding not deserving to be in the match or something. Should players be allowed to spend more time? I think the restroom is fine. Spending time in your back room is fine, but there should not be a monitor then. Is my general take. The pre-match one. So is it the Nepo versus Ding? Is it
Welcome
this one?
back, everybody.
Is it this one? It's probably. Is it in game? It's game one recap. Okay. Which one of you guys is right? It's game one recap. Whoops. It's game one recap. Or no, it's Nepo versus Ding. Yeah. Okay, let's pull this up.
Episode today, because we are going to be talking.
Where is it in here, you guys?
The upcoming World Chess Championship.
Oh, somebody linked in my Discord.
Komiyashi
I almost never go there.
We will also be discussing
Where is it?
Fabiano's match in the grand finals of the Champions Chess Tour.
I don't see it.
So we have a lot of.
No, I'm not listening to 2 hours, but is it Clips
today.
React?
So let's get straight.
Where is it? I'm looking. 2104. Okay, it's at 2104. 2104. So let's go right there. Okay.
Some of his compatriots in China.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't
Actually,
think
let's
it's
go
really
back.
last whatever it was, like 6 months or something along those lines. So he had to play, I believe it was 30 plus games in like 3 weeks, and he did that against some of his compatriots in China.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think it's really important at this point.
It's too
Basically,
quiet.
FIDE has had this
Should be good.
minimum amount of games so that people don't sit on their ratings. So it's always been that, like, let's say you achieve a 28, 40 rating in January, and then the rating list counts for like the full year, and it's an average of all the lists. So you don't just stay, with your 2850. Okay, I'm giving an extreme example, but you don't stay on your very high rating without playing, and it just stays like that. So this has been standard practice, and I've had to consider this in the past, although I've always stayed very active because I did qualify through the rating list one time.
Yes.
And so that was, I mean, of course I did stay super active, and in fact in that particular case it was a very close rating race between Kramnik, Wesley, and myself.
Yeah.
So the unusual thing is that, and we do have to say, yeah, Ding didn't really get opportunities to play because this was throughout the whole COVID situation.
It was very difficult to get out of China.
Yeah, specifically for Chinese players,
Yes.
it seems like it was difficult, although some Chinese players were traveling and playing. Like I remember Yu Yang was playing the FIDE Grand Swiss in Riga.
I want to say he established himself somewhere in Europe throughout the pandemic, and he was just staying around there, not going back to China and not having to travel from the mainland.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the situation, but anyway, he definitely Ding faced some problems with traveling and with playing tournaments. That being said, like if I were in charge of the regulations, I would have never accepted these tournaments. I mean, if I was, making the rules for qualification, I would never allow tournaments with players from one country.
Yeah.
And this is not...
actually, you're right. Is Fabiano wearing a hairnet? I can't tell. Is this like a hairnet? It can't be, right? But it kind of looks like it could be. I assume it's just the angle or something, but it kind of looks like it could be a hairnet. But regardless, let's keep going.
Because I don't trust people, but this is simply because that's the standard way of doing it.
I mean, it actually really kind of does look like one. But anyway, I know Fabiano's hair is real, so let's not go down that trail. Let's keep watching. Yeah.
About getting Grandmaster norms, you can't get a Grandmaster norm if you're playing against players only from one country.
You have to play international events with at least 4 federations. There is a bunch of rules about it. So yes, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, that is the case.
I don't see why the candidates rating list would have more lax rules than the Grandmaster International Master titles. I mean, this is a much more important and, let's say, consequential qualification, right?
True.
I mean, a lot of people get Grandmaster norms. Well, not a whole lot, but a lot more than people who qualify for the candidates.
Yes.
So I think that you should have very strict regulations, and it's not a fair situation that one player, can't play because he hasn't been able to travel. But sometimes things aren't fair, and in this case, it would have gone to, maybe it was Shakir Mamadiyarov, or maybe it was Levon Aronian. I don't remember who was the next one.
I do know who it was, you guys. It would have gone to Levon Aronian, and the reason that I know this is because Levon actually wrote a note. I think it was to either USCF or FIDE about this, and he asked all of us if we would be willing to sign his letter. So the spot would have gone to Levon, and basically, I think it was USCF. They basically told him there's nothing we can do about this. That's what happened. So so Fabiano is giving some context, but yeah, did I sign it? I think I can say this. I think we all did. I think Fabiano signed it. Wesley signed it. I think I signed it. Yes, we all signed it, to be clear. Thank you so much, Chat Sapiti, for the for subscribing. Thanks so much, Chat Sapiti. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yes, we all did sign it. Just to be clear. I think Shanklin might have signed it too, but did XQC sign it though? We didn't ask Felix. I think Felix was busy dealing with other things. Let's keep going.
On the rating list, yes.
But it would have gone to one of those players, I think, or or maybe Anish. I'm not 100% sure.
No, it would have gone to Levon.
You know, in any case, I think that would have been the correct way of doing it. But these regulations were in place. I don't think they considered that one player might not play the candidates and so on. You know.
Cool.
Unfortunately, with FIDE, they don't like.
Well, they said might not play. What happened is FIDE banned somebody from playing, so it's a little bit different than being like, nah, I'm just gonna say no and leave. A little bit different, but nonetheless.
Always think these things out too much.
So let's talk about this. First of all, let's remind the viewers that this is going to be the best out of 14. Whoever.
Okay, so you guys also said he talked about his match with me, so let's watch the part where Fabian talks about his match with me as well.
One, but then Carlson played against me in Blitz, and I started checking it, and I realized it's not so simple. So I thought, why not? I'll go for it.
Let's see, where were we?
Or maybe a bit too casually. Not that we didn't want to win, of course. We both wanted to win, but
let's go back to
Squared podcast. We have a very about the upcoming, and we will also be discussing about Fabiano's match in the grand finals of the Champions Chess Tour against Hikaru Nakamura. So we have a lot of very exciting topics to cover today. So let's get straight into it. All right, Fabi. Here we go. One day after the grand finals of the Champions Chess Tour, that didn't go your way. It was a difficult couple of matches against Hikaru, but sum it up for us.
Yeah, it was a very strange affair, I have to say.
Yeah, that is for sure.
I don't really know what either of us were doing. We both played pretty poorly, I have to say. It was a very low quality match. I think. We were playing a little bit too casually.
I agree.
Not that we didn't want to win, of course. We both wanted to win, but
so far Fabian was spot on. I could not disagree with him. Basically, the quality of play was very bad. We were both making blunders that normally we wouldn't make, and I think the simple reason is because, again, whether it's because none of us have played online in a long time or whatever it is, it was too chill. It was just like too chill, like we were playing like random Blitz games. 100%, he's spot on with what he said so far.
I think. Maybe it's not that we weren't taking it seriously, but we were a bit too cavalier in our approach. We weren't trying to, or maybe not consciously, but we weren't putting up the best sort of, defense and the best sort of strategy for match play, which is.
Well, I mean, he's definitely. So what I would say is what I would say about it is that generally speaking, like in the first match, I tried to play well, and my attempts at playing well kind of failed pretty miserably. The second match was all about content. The second match was 100% about content.
I think that you play super safe, generally speaking, with the white pieces, and then you try to provoke your opponent a bit. It was the exact opposite. We were both playing rather wild and uncontrolled and rather reckless chess.
Yeah. Any reason for that? Did you feel like, because let's preface this, you had 2 lives.
No, I mean, this is really good because Fabiano here, I'll tell you guys what Fabiano's doing. Fabiano's trying to make it sound like we're professional, like we just like a little something went wrong instead of basically saying we both sucked. That's what Fabiano's trying not to say that, and so he's changing it around a little bit, but he's basically trying to find a polite way of saying we both just sucked. We were both just terrible. That's the bottom line.
Going into this one by virtue of winning the winner's bracket. All right, so you had some leeway to experiment with things. Did you feel like that played a bit against you psychologically during the match? Did you feel
good question.
Any extra pressure because of that at all?
No, I had this general feeling that besides the fact that you get 2 chances, that there is also a psychological advantage in terms of if you lose the first match. I think the person who lost the first match has a psychological advantage. Which sounds a bit strange, but
right.
I have this feeling that after you win a match, you start to relax a bit.
Yeah.
So even if you make that comeback, like you win the first match, there's this like, maybe it's not for everyone, and I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really speak to this too much. But I have a feeling there's this general relaxation, like you did the job, but of course you didn't actually do the job. You only won 1 match and still a full match to go. So that's my feeling. In terms of like, let's say my approach to the match, I don't know. The first game was really important because I was completely winning.
True. I
caught him out in an opening in which Magnus played against me, so I had an idea. I thought maybe Hikaru will know this line. It's sort of like the move c takes d5 in the Nimzo, which I played.
Yeah.
It's not really important, the subtleties of the opening, but basically this move was introduced sort of into high-level play in like 2009.
Yeah.
And I remember very distinctly because I was playing in Biel, and Boris Gelfand in the first round plays this against me, c takes d5. And Biel was a closed tournament I was playing in. And on another board, there was this game, Morozevich Alexeyev. And at the exact same time, in the same round, Morozevich and Alexeyev play the same position. Morozevich plays c takes d5. Alexeyev responds with a pawn sacrifice. Morozevich eventually wins. I'm looking at that game and I'm thinking, this is really uncomfortable. I don't want to copy Alexeyev's moves. So it's always uncomfortable when two games are going on with the same opening position because you don't want to play the same moves. Anyway, so I remember very distinctly, basically it was supposed to be dead because of a game which Carlsen played with white against Kramnik. Kramnik was the way Kramnik played was supposed to have killed the line. But then Carlsen played against me in Blitz, and I started checking it, and I realized it's not so simple. So I thought, why not? I'll go for it.
Yep.
And yeah, it was actually a good opening choice. I mean, I should have won that game. I had every chance to win, and to lose was absolutely insane and ridiculous. And
yeah. And he actually did mention that he made some mistakes in the opening. He forgot perhaps his preparation.
Wait, is that are those brass knuckles? Wait, what the heck? Wait, are those brass knuckles?
But then Carlsen played against me in Blitz, and it was absolutely insane and ridiculous. And
yeah. And he actually did mention that he made some mistakes in the.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? What is? I mean, what actual weaponized mug? I mean, what is this? That's so bizarre. Okay, that's just bizarre. I don't know what to say about the mug. Brass knuckles and a hairnet. Right.
Opening. He forgot perhaps his preparation, or he just
I confused the move order,
automatically made the wrong natural move, and then because you repeated on your second white, and then he changed. Tune played a better move order. Were you surprised by this fact at all? The fact that he, let's say, misstep early on in the opening in that first game?
So I had this feeling when picking the line that everyone and their grandmother remembers that after c takes d5, you can play knight e4, and black is supposed to be doing well.
Yeah.
And that knowledge might actually go against someone, the knowledge that black is doing well. Because in reality, of course, the position is roughly equal. It's not like black is better. But in the past engines said black was better. Now engines have adjusted and they say more or less black is equal, which is pretty much the truth, right? Black equalizes in basically a dozen ways, but it's never so simple. Even if you have a dozen ways, you still have to play accurately after that.
True.
So in the first game, I wasn't surprised that Hikaru, misplayed it a bit, but I was surprised just how good my position was.
Yeah.
Which was basically I had a position which
everyone's got the cup
between
game,
much better and objectively technically winning, you'd say, right? I'm up a pawn and it's pretty much a technical task. And yeah, everything went wrong. Just basically my whole my time management, when I didn't take on d6, just chop off the knight and play a very simple pawn up position. Instead, I played a very complicated position, which was still good for white.
Yeah.
Right.
My time management, my play, every decision making, it was like I was very slow, heavy. And then, of course, once I got into time trouble, I did this. Like I allowed the trade of queen. Suddenly, it's difficult for me. It's very difficult to play, and I'm low on time. And then also, I didn't play e4. I mean, obviously, the best defensive chance, but that I allowed the trade of queens. I mean, I just have a bishop on g3 and complete control over the position. I can do what I want, basically.
Yeah.
So I was out of it that game, and then the second game I was also out of it.
Right.
You did bounce back, and it was kind of back and forth, and a lot of games were being won with the black pieces.
Yeah, the second game I was also out of it. I played poorly in the opening. I fell into a well-known trap.
Yep.
Which was played in like Svidler Mamedyarov. I kind of realized that I was falling into it, but I somehow couldn't stop myself. I was a bit on tilt at the moment.
Yeah.
And then instead of like him exploiting that,
right, exactly,
he basically mixed up the move order. Basically, rook g1 is the right idea, and he knew that. But first you play bishop d5, then after that you play rook g1, and black is under a huge attack and basically close to losing.
Yep.
Instead, he played rook g1 first, and then black is just completely fine. And he misplayed it. He didn't seem to understand the dangers that white has.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he thought that he was playing the right way, and this like caused some sort of like misevaluation in his mind, because he thought, okay, Rook G1, I'm much better. And then, but the truth is that, of course, the idea is right, but the execution was wrong. And instead of being much better, the position is equal. But then you think you're much better, and it colors your entire play afterwards.
Exactly. Yep.
So that game was an important bounce back. Then I lost again, very stupidly, basically defending from dead lost, and then I just have to make one move, bishop b5, and I will never lose this position.
Yes.
Because at that point, like, black is the one who has to be careful he doesn't get checkmated or something, you know. Instead, I just blunder queen b2 check. I lose that game. Then I thought the fourth game was kind of funny. I mean, he plays the Mora Gambit, needing a draw.
Yeah.
At first, I thought this was like some sort of he wants to get some content out of it. Like he wants to have fun with it.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Which I'm not like, okay. I mean, I trust that that's what if he said that he's telling the truth about that. But I also have a feeling that he kind of analyzed it.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Of course I did, because the simple story, I don't know if Fabiano heard me say this, but the simple fact is I had actually prepared it for Magnus Carlsen, because I was thinking when I played against Magnus the day before, it's like I wanted to play something where I can get like a million video view. It's like if I can make a video where it's like I beat the world champion with the Smith-Morra Gambit, that's what I was looking for. So I did prep it, but I prepped it for Magnus, not for Fabiano.
No, I'm sure he.
I don't think he just played it, you know, on the fly, because in both games that he played it, he came up with this queen b3 long castle, which I haven't seen this idea before.
Yeah.
In the Mora, like normally in the Mora, you castle short and you try to pressure the pawn on d6, and then he was going for some queen b3 long castle stuff. In the second time he played the Mora.
No, for sure he analyzed it. He said that he looked at it for Magnus. So this was a weapon that he prepared against Magnus. Obviously, he wanted to get some content out of that, beating the world champion with the Smith-Morra Gambit. But
yeah, I think it was a mix, that he was ready to play a sort of, you could say, Mimi sort of line,
right?
Sacking a pawn against the world champion, or, you know, sacking a pawn needing only a draw. It's like it makes good headlines. Yeah. And the truth is probably that the Smith-Morra Gambit. I don't want to just say Mora, because I'm leaving out this guy Smith, and you know I don't want to do that. And like the Smith-Morra Gambit is maybe not so bad for.
It's not that bad. No.
Yeah.
It's not. I think it equalizes.
So there you guys, you heard it here first. So the Smith-Morra Gambit is completely playable. Smith-Morra Gambit completely fine for white, so it's definitely an opening that you should study and play. It's just that simple, you guys. You heard Fabiano say it, and Fabiano is the authority.
Yeah, no, that's
I think
my
it's an
feeling,
opening that equalizes, basically.
and then you have to think, like, what's wrong with that? I mean, you can play like normal Sicilians, which are objectively equal, most of them, right? Or you can play the Smith-Morra Gambit, which is also objectively equal. Just maybe it gives black more freedom of choice. But in that case, what's the big deal? Like, you know it well. You're probably not going to get a worse position. It seems like a fairly reasonable choice, because I can't say I've really analyzed the Smith-Morra Gambit. I mean, who really analyzes it? Because after c3,
I haven't analyzed it in at least a decade.
Like, black can play knight f6, and then you transpose to a c3 Sicilian. Like,
that's
there's no point to there's no point to the Smith-Morra Gambit. But of course, if someone plays the Smith-Morra against me when I need to win, I'm not going to play knight f6, and I'm not going to play d3 or whatever. I'm going to take the pawn because I need to win.
Yeah.
So, in like a normal game, I would think it's kind of stupid. Like, why would you play the Smith-Morra? No offense to any fans of the Smith-Morra Gambit, but in this situation, it's kind of a funny but not an unreasonable choice. But anyway, it was very funny, and I did smile when he played it the first time. The second time, I expected it. I was like, okay, Hikaru,
he's gonna go for it. Yeah,
he's gonna go for it again, which is why I was like very calm in that situation. That I need to win black, because I think he's gonna play it again, and I haven't analyzed it at all since the first game, but it's gonna be a mess somehow. And
so you didn't get any analysis going on in between games?
No, I mean, like,
there's no time probably. You just
there wasn't really any time. It was like a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
What are you gonna analyze?
Yeah. No.
So yeah, then I won that game. It was actually a very, very nice game.
That was a great game. I really liked it.
And then, of course, it came down to this rather random Armageddon game. Yeah, what can I say? Like, this was just the culmination of I'm playing rather stupidly and To be honest, so is he. Like, no offense, but
No, you
they're
had
both-
some options. You had some chances, right? I think you had.
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
say, like,
knight
this is the
h6.
one thing, you guys, to be fair to like, this is the one thing that is important, is that, like, Fabiano, like, he's being very objective here. Like, it's like sometimes when like sometimes one of the players doesn't want to admit it, but like even when I said it and when he said it, it's very true. Like, we both were not playing good chess. I mean, in all three of our matches, the one that he won the first day, and then even the two that I won the final day, we did not play good chess. It was nowhere near the level of where we are capable of playing at.
The other knight you took with the wrong knight, and after that it kind of the attack
No.
mellowed
That's
down,
not
right?
That's not true at all.
Orange is
It's
supposed to
not.
take
There
with
was
the
also a
h-knight.
win later with the e5.
Well, you can take with either knight. They're both rather unclear objectively.
Yeah.
But I was winning, and I saw the way to win. I
Oh,
was
even that with
objectively-
e5. You had an e5
Yeah,
at some point.
I saw
Yeah.
this move, and basically,
He missed
so I
queen
only
takes
spent 30
F3.
seconds on this, and I felt like I spent more time on this decision, but I only spent 30 seconds looking back on it, which was not enough time. But the first move I thought of was e5. It's like it just screams out to be played. And then I thought, okay, he takes because knight f7 looks like it loses to knight f5 or whatever, which isn't true. You have to play f4 after knight f7. But anyway, knight f7 looks like a bad move. So he takes, then white takes, queen takes. And the most obvious move here is f4. And then I see f4. Okay, he has to play knight f3 here.
And they missed.
And then I saw bishop takes f3, queen h5, bishop h5, c3.
C3, yep.
He wins.
At
He wins
the
my bishop because of his
Yep.
passed c pawn, and I'm never going to win this position.
Yep.
And basically, on the basis of that calculation,
Yep.
I rejected e5.
Yep. And this
which
is
is
this is exactly what I calculated too. When I saw e5, I thought takes knight f3, bishop f3, takes c3, and it's all gravy.
Rush, but it was like it was a sort of rush decision you make in Armageddon because you think I need to keep an advantage on the clock. It was very, very night. Let's say, in hindsight, a very bad decision because I had 7 minutes 30. He had like 5 minutes, a bit less.
True.
So I had plenty of time, and if I had thought a little bit, I would have seen f4, knight f3. I have the move queen takes f3, and probably a winning position, but very complicated endgame. And if I had thought a little bit more after that, I would have seen that instead of f4 immediately, I can give a check on g6 first.
Yes.
The king has to move, and then I play f4.
That also works.
And
yeah.
although I will say that even though it's objectively winning, it is still is a very, very tough fight because he has a c pawn, it never goes away, and it's one of those positions where you can always lose control. So I'm not saying that it was like, in the bag that I was winning the game, but considering the time situation, considering the advantage I would have had, I would give myself like 70%, maybe 75 to win that position.
Yeah.
If I had played e5 and queen g6 and f4.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a huge. I mean, after I played rook d2, basically, I have no ideas. He's super solid, and and I don't know what my last chance to keep the game going was to maneuver my knight from h4, g6, f4, and then at least the game is complicated, but I keep it going. After I played queen c5, basically, I think to win this is kind of impossible because black doesn't have to think.
Yeah.
Like black is just consolidated. White can't move any pawns, any pieces. White basically has to shuffle and hope not to lose. So that was it. Yeah, e5. That was basically the match. I mean, it was more or less a day of one move.
Yeah. No.
That being said, he had like a million ways to win before that. So of
Also
course,
true,
if I had played e5 and won, he would have had his own regrets about
Also true.
why he
No,
didn't take on.
I think
on G3.
none of these matches are going to be perfect, right? But it was a back and forth.
I mean, Christian is trying to say this in a nice way, but again, like I said before, there's a simple answer. We both sucked. That's a simple, hard truth about the reality of the games we played. Like, we both sucked. Like, yes, the matches are never going to be clean and so forth, but we were both pretty bad. I mean, it's like you can say, yeah, it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be one way, but the simple, sad truth is that we're both pretty terrible. That's just the reality. We're both just very bad. So yeah, there's no happy way of putting it.
Matches. I think for the most part, you guys
Brass knuckles
provided a lot of entertainment for everybody, and
content is king, baby.
We are all happy with that. And how would you assess, let's say, not necessarily your performance, because obviously your performance throughout the Champions Chess Tour has been pretty good so far, but how would you assess your chances to get to that?
So there we go. So let's move on. So we have some other stuff to cover now, because that sounds like the end of it. We have an Anish rant to cover. What is this? Let's pull this up.
Yeah, and I have to say this is an interesting.
Let's pull this up too. It sounds a little bit loud, but let's pull this up. We have a let's keep going with our daily clip stuff that we have. That sounded a little bit loud, so let me turn the volume down just a touch.
Interesting topic. Like you brought a good point that going from -5 to -3 is not a blunder. I would even go further. I think that in general, lately, nowadays, people miscategorize the word blunder. And when I was growing up, before the computers were so good, blunder meant something different. Blunder is not a mistake that gets you from back in when I learned chess. Blunder was not a mistake that got you from a losing position to a drawn position. That could be just a mistake. Mistake can be huge. Blunder, in my vocabulary, always was something that a mistake of such nature that it is something that you, player of your level, yourself, or and other players of your level would immediately see is a mistake. So, for example, a move like f4 blunders the bishop.
Right.
And you see that it's a blunder because you know that it's hanging now.
Okay.
Let's say a move like bishop f3, it's a horrendous mistake. But I don't think it's blunder. It's like a misjudgment. It's a horrendous misjudgment because you've given up your bishop pair and your position collapses.
It would be a blunder if you had missed that rook takes d8 was.
But it is a blunder. Bishop takes f3 is a blunder. It's not a horrendous mistake. Bishop takes f3 throws away the win. You might be lucky to draw, but you're probably worse here with black if you take the knight on f3. So it is a blunder in my book. This is a blunder in my book. Bishop takes f3 because you throw away the entire advantage. You're definitely winning, and then suddenly now white is better. So it is a blunder. It's not a horrendous mistake. But anyway, I think this is going to go on. So let's keep going.
Was a check. I would argue that. So blunder is the act of missing, I think, a very obvious like detail. It normally has to do with something specific tactical. When you just make a move and the evaluation stays approximately the same, that has nothing to do with the blunder. You could call that an inaccuracy objectively, but I'm totally with you. I think blunder should be reserved for cases of crazy evaluation changes.
But bishop takes f3. Bishop takes f3 is a crazy evaluation change because it probably goes from black is winning at like -9 to where I'm guessing it's probably equal maybe, or maybe white's even better after bishop takes f3. So Daniel's already kind of like invalidating what he just said there because bishop takes f3. I bet white's better. It's probably equal or white's better after bishop takes f3.
Realize we should see the bigger picture here, which is that as long as black stays
but that being said, the whole chess.com game review classifications is probably nonsense. This I think is probably nonsense. Like this X, for example, is wrong, just flat out wrong. So now I'll go on my little rant. This X is completely wrong, 100%. This X is 100% wrong. Because this is just not correct. Mistake made the position worse. Generally, mistake should also be something where it goes from like even to like +1 for the other side. So these two are also a little bit sus, but let's keep going.
The game, the moves he's making are perfectly acceptable.
Sometimes you even blunder, but the move is good. Like you know what I mean? Because
Hikaru does that all. Yeah.
Yes, Hikaru does all the time.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. I have queen e8 and I win.
Yes. Oh, I think I'm blundered. So bad at chess. No, I mean it happens. It happens.
Right.
So I think blunder, like the way people use the word blunder now, I think this is not what blunder used to mean.
Well, when I use blunder, it's different too. Because when I use blunder, I'm talking about when I play against the Bortniks, the Magnuses of the world, like the top players in Blitz, where I think I blunder where I'm going to lose the game. So I am using the same general definition where I think I'm going to lose the game. Now, of course, most of the time it turns out it's not a blunder, but nonetheless, that is the basis of what I'm saying when I say it's a blunder. It's like, oh man, I just blunder, I'm going to lose this game. So I think it's still generally actually the same kind of usage. Not that we have to get into all of this, but anyway, I think it's the same kind of usage. But let's keep going.
In Russian, the word blunder means to yawn. Yeah,
yawn. There's the old story, the story. So the word for blunder is yawn. My coach told me this story. An older gentleman is playing, and at one point he yawns, like physically yawns, and he yawns so widely that he like breaks his jaw, and he has to go to the hospital, and he wakes up in the hospital, and he said, "Why? What am I doing here?" They said, "You yawned." But in Russian, it's the same word for blunder. He says, "What piece did I yawn?"
Blunder means Nepo, apparently.
You yawned in a pomnishi.
No, it's a good story. I mean, I had a similar experience actually. I once had at a training session with the Grandmaster Daniel Friedman. He came to our house,
Yeah, so all right, so generally, I mean, it's not a crazy rant though. It's not crazy. It's not that insane, but it's still, yeah, it's what it is. All right, so let's see. We also have something else. We also have something else, right? What is this? We have some video of Kramnik Gukesh apparently where there was an Armageddon. Let me see if I can find this. Was this the right one? Let me see. Let's see. There's some Armageddon game between Kramnik and Guk. Is Kramnik? Oh, is it Kramnik versus Abdustarov? Okay, let's see. Let me pull this up. Where were we? Okay, so where were we? Kramnik versus Abdustarov. Where are we? Where is this? Is this there's an Armageddon game or something? What color do they have? It's the other way around. Kramnik has. Is this the Armageddon game? Can someone tell me it's the next game? Is it this game? No, I'll fix the scene in a second. I just want to make sure that we have the right one. It's probably this one, right? Yeah, it's probably this one. Okay, let's watch this one. Because this is the Armageddon game, right? Let's go back to like here. Okay, let's watch this one. Let me change the scene as well. There we go. Because apparently this game had some controversy, right? Did it have controversy in it or not?
Torov has to win the Armageddon or he's out of the tournament.
And opening with the
another French. Nodibek not against repeating that line. He got an advantage last time around. And
oh, Kramnik had black, so it's wrong. Wait, which game? Kramnik had black? Is this the right game or is this the wrong game? Is this the right game or not? I don't know. It's correct? No, this is correct. Okay, let's watch it.
Let's play it again. But he chooses a different move, pawn to a3. I mentioned that's the other option. But Kramnik, of course, prepared for all these eventualities. I liked what he did in the first game better. This, I think, is fine for black.
Yeah. Well, black's position is solid, and Nordebek stating his aggressive intentions already by saying, hey, don't
Kramnik,
castle kingside.
Because there's a target. You can go b5, b4 against this king on c1. Don't like how this went for Nordebek.
Ooh, that looks tricky, to say the least.
Very much so.
Also let's skip ahead. Or actually, let me play this at 1.5 speed.
Now has to take a moment.
Go here, play at 1.5.
And he steps forward with the queen. Are we going to see b5?
Sure.
Yes.
Now white will try to counter in the center, going e takes d5, opening the position up before he gets crushed there on the queen side.
And Kramnik, well, his heart rate has gone up to 130. How do you think he's
No, he keeps shuffling around. That's a bit passive. Knight to e2. Yeah, computer hates it, not surprisingly. D takes e4 is there, knight f6 is there, and pawn to b4 is there. Nodebek's trying to keep the queen side close. He's paying a high price.
He is paying a high price. I was a bit baffled by that last move.
Knight f6 looks
yeah, 130 is pretty high, right? I mean, 130 is pretty high for Kramnik, who's not super young, right? I mean, 130 is actually quite high. Not gonna lie.
And there comes the knight.
Ooh.
This has not gone well for Abdustarov.
Okay, still early days though. Kramnik with 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and Nordebek 4 minutes.
Let's skip ahead.
Let's skip ahead. Whatsoever in Armageddon.
Where are we?
She can park itself on c3, and then
Just
play it at regular speed now.
Oh, nice idea from Kramnik.
Yeah, trying to freeze position, taking the pawn. If white recaptured, he would take the knight, but Nodebek has his eyes set on the a5 pawn to restore the material balance. Kramnik thinking about it. What's the clock?
Don't think
he's been fast enough. He's been fast enough so far. Nodebek not going for exchanges. He knows he has to win.
Well, he said
this is Armageddon.
It is the Armageddon.
We'll just watch it
the
from
knight
here
is
on,
threatening to come to d6 and
time is
win
even,
the
by the
bishop.
way. This is Armageddon,
So
but
king
time is
steps
even.
forward.
So Kramnik's even to clock out.
Check.
Yeah.
Also playing the clock nicely there, making Kramnik decide on every move.
What's he gonna do? Step back with
Go
the
back.
king?
Draws enough. e2. What's that about? He's covering the knight so that after pawn to a4 he can now capture it.
But the
knight is protected.
108. Time's
clock
ticking.
Situation
Time is ticking.
worrying. Kramnik now ticking down to the minute mark, whereas Nordebek has just under 2 minutes.
Bishop d8, solid move, keeping everything covered. Kramnik is perfectly fine on the board.
Kramnik's completely fine here in this position. But he used too much time. He used like 40 seconds there to play bishop d8.
And you were right with the strategy. Okay, now he's
I
locking
don't like
down the bishop,
F5
and there is a big threat of
I don't like
bishop takes pawn.
F5.
But the position is still not easy for Kramnik to handle. And okay, this is a nice move. That knight was very pesky. Okay, now we see a trade.
No, and now the knight gets back to C4.
I like that try.
It's not a good move.
Once again, Kramnik
Although rook C3 is a good
always
move by
putting his
Kramnik.
pieces in the cleanest possible way. He's still fine with the extra pawn and the active rook. Can note it back.
Maybe
Make
rook
this a
A8?
fight.
Did you play
Because
rook
Kramnik
A8?
has 39
He did,
seconds.
right? Yeah.
You
Good
have
move.
to make him
Knight
work here.
C4.
And he goes for a repetition. Smart choice.
Yeah.
Very hard for Nodibek to avoid it. Kramnik knows, of course. You can see the little head shake there. How's Nodibek gonna ask a question here?
Maybe
We'll have to
95?
part ways with the G3 and potentially the F4 pawn to keep the game going. Wants to go 95 check. King steps back. Yeah, this is desperate measures.
No, I mean
But
Kramnik's
there's no choice.
winning
This
here.
is Armageddon. Gotta keep the game going.
Yep. And the king is going to take a step
Uh-oh,
back.
is Kramnik gonna
and
lose this on
Kramnik
time?
just blitzing out the moves.
Speeding
He
up,
doesn't
he's of
have
course
so much
He's winning.
time.
He's winning.
And Nodibek desperately
He's gonna throw in a
looking
jack.
for a way to make
Rook
a
takes
fight out
pawn.
of it.
Not an easy, still not easy for
Oh
Kramnik.
no, and Kramnik.
Kramnik messed this up. He was winning this and he messed it up.
See, he's lost.
But
a
he's still
bit of
got
control,
time, right?
But he's still not in trouble on the board.
It's 20
He's on
seconds.
the clock though. Nodibek looking for a way to ask another question. It's not obvious how to do it. Gives a couple checks, allows the black king.
Uh-oh, is this
to
going to be more moral
centralize.
degradation? I think it is, right?
Those were a bunch of plainly quick moves for Kramnik. Also
King F4.
improving the
Oh,
situation
I don't like
by
King G6.
running the king up the board.
Ay. Rook
Bring the rook
A5
back,
now?
Losing a pawn in the process. Yeah, this is the stage of the game where sometimes
Okay.
you see Kramnik's hand
Kramnik,
drifting a
no
little
time, 10 seconds. He's not
bit. Time
gonna
is
do
running
it.
out. Is he gonna be upset
H6?
about being
Oh,
flanked in a good
H4?
position
No.
or not?
Well, he's blundered away.
Gotta
but
play it out, and yeah, but you can't move the pawn forward to 2 squares and put it wherever you like.
Here comes the
Arbiter, do
chaos.
something.
And okay, it's just no way it's gonna happen. And we see
Kramnik flagged, but
lose
yeah,
time.
he's not happy about it. He did, however, know that this is Armageddon and white has to win the game after such a rough.
What a mess. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is another Armageddon scramble. I mean, I know there are people who don't like Armageddon in general, but at least online, pieces aren't flying all over the board. Because again, this is the second one we have. We have the other one, of course, too, which everyone saw before, which was Dominguez against Andrew Tang. That was the other one that everyone is familiar with. But yeah, I mean, of course, Kramnik was morally degraded. Degradation Kramnik. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, I mean, this is yeah, there was a classic let me pull this up. There was this classic image which is there's this classic image I'll show you guys, which is the whole point of this. Let me change the scene. Where were we? This right? Let me see. Where were we? One second, just trying to find it. There we go. All right, so there was this famous. Actually, I can just do it right here, I guess. There was this famous post by Vladimir Kramnik, the world chess champion. You guys are probably wondering what I'm referring to, which is right here. I'll show you guys. Scroll down. There we go. Pull this out. You guys can see it. So a lot of people also missed my tweet about this as well, but it says GM Vladimir Kramnik. He says, "Thank you. It was the first and last time I participate in the event. It is decadence and shame, flagging like almost everyone does. I am not going to participate in this moral degradation show. Thanks anyways for letting me play." Now this of course was relating to online chess. This was not about the tournament in Berlin, but nonetheless it's kind of funny that he played this knockout tournament in Berlin, which basically ended up in the same situation. That was during the Rapid Chess Championship. Yes, it was. It was, yeah. "Thank you. It's the first and last time I participate in this event. It is decadence and shame, flagging like almost everyone does. I am not going to participate in this moral degradation show." So yeah, it is pretty funny actually to think about it, but that's how it goes. I saw Kramnik live back in 2006. Yeah, I mean, it's just comical. The whole thing is that his bio. It was in his bio. That was his bio at the time. Now, of course, I think it's changed quite a bit, but that was his bio. Anyway, you guys, let's keep moving on. So I think I'm gonna go back and play some more Blitz. Let me put the music back on, try to get my rating up a little bit more, and we'll just keep going. Getting ready to farm some elo. Yeah, I'd love to play some more games if someone's gonna accept. Let's see who's online. I sent out like 3 challenges. There must be more people. Let's challenge this guy's a FM. Who else is online? Play the Ali Ekans defense. I could, yeah. Speedrun, we'll get back to speedrun I think on Wednesday probably. I think on Wednesday we'll get back to Legendary Open speedrun. I just want to play a little bit more Blitz, kind of to round it out if I can. Oh, Bortnick's online. I could challenge Bortnick actually. Let's play Bortnick a few games. Why no press conference? There was a press conference, right? But were there any actually good questions asked? Were there? I didn't you guys can tell me. I don't know if there were. I could be wrong. I could watch it, but I don't think there were. Were there? Let me see. Was the press conference good or not? Okay, let me see. Was there anything actually asked? I guess let's see if it was worth it. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up here. Let's see. Was it actually good or not? Yeah, let's see. Was it any good? Skip ahead.
6 queen h5 probably works.
Okay, let's go here.
Realize that.
And the pawn on h2. This was played by Ding Liren against Levon Aronian. What should I scroll up to?
I think it's. I think you know what it is. I know what it is. We just want to have you. There you go. We fixed it. It was a half of an inch that we needed to scroll up so that the viewers can see the board better.
Okay, and
yeah, this was the big moment.
He went knight a5.
For game 3.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Was there anything interesting or not? Oh, actually, someone just challenged me. Let's play. Let's go d5. 1 second. We'll get back to it. Let me put the music back on. Nepo was non-committal when asked if he would play Title Tuesday. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. The press conference was good. Okay. Let's go here and maybe b5, c5. I plays a4. Okay, so I'll play bishop b7 and go from there. Okay, castles, play h6, kick the bishop. Go here, castles. Bishop d6 always an option. c5 also reasonable. I'll take probably. Okay, takes with the pawn. Interesting. Probably I have knight d5 somewhere. Oh, he goes d5. Wait, what? I take. Did he just blunder or did I just make a mistake? Maybe I made a mistake. So if I take, take. Whatever. Let's just go for it. Take on h4 and then queen h4 and rook a8 or something maybe. I don't know. Take. I mean, he has rook a d1, which I kind of overlooked. He also has this though, which is kind of not really what I wanted. I'll take and play like. This is not what I wanted at all. I don't know why I did this exactly. Go here, hit the pawn on b2. He goes there, which is interesting. Queen b5. Actually, probably a very good move. Yeah, why did I do this? It's fairly stupid by me. I guess I'll go here. I'm gonna try to win this game. I'm down on clock, which is fairly stupid. I beat him 7-0 already. Yeah. Oh, did I play him earlier? I did, didn't I? Okay, let's just go like here and rook c2. I guess go for the classic kebab. Go like go here and rook c2 maybe. Trying to get really sneaky here. If I get the kebab, I mean, I feel like I've got play. I can also play rook c5. Rook c2 is not the move though. So let's go rook c5, attack the queen. Maybe I have rook e8, maybe rook f5 here. I think I'm just gonna go here and try to go rook c1. Oh, I missed rook b8, of course. What am I doing? Probably can't win this position, but I'll try. Just down a pawn here for very little. Okay, I think I'll play f5, maybe f4 as well. There's no rook c1, so I just take with check. f4. Try to create something here if I can. Here. I had rook c4, which is what I should have played, of course, but whatever. Really trying hard to trick him. I have f3 maybe. I also have rook c2 maybe. Go here. Is b3. Okay, now I think I go f3 because I have rook e2 maybe. Trying to also line up a lolly checkmate as well. There definitely are tricks here. h3. Wait a second. I feel like I should. How do I do this? I think I'll go like maybe here to attack the pawn. There's rook e1, rook e2, I guess. Trying very hard to trick him, but I don't know if I can. How do I do this? Okay, I can trade. I'll trade and take. I mean, I have check and rook f1 also, so it's very tricky. Oh, that was a bad move, actually. Why did I do that? Got just g4 or something. Of course I play h4 because I have to keep pawns on the board here. I can almost just pre-move a3. Go here, run the king up, I guess. Oh, I should have played the rook to d3. I put the rook on the wrong square, but my king's still running. Should have put the rook on d3. Go here and rook c8, and I'm winning the game. I think I tricked him. I think I'm still winning. I go here and I win the pawn. He's trying to set up a fortress here, but I don't think it exists with the pawn. Yeah, there should be no fortress here. The king should be too fast. Is this actually somehow a draw is the question? I don't think so. I have check, and then I go here and mate. There we go. All right, good. Good stuff. Go e4. Okay, let's play d3. Let's play a King's Gambit. Let's not King's Gambit. Sorry, King's Gambit attack. Thank you to Big Hearted Hoof for subscribing. Thank you to Big Hearted Hoof. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know how I won that game. I didn't deserve to win, but I did win. Let's go c3. Now I'm gonna play e5 and d4. I know it's not supposed to be correct, but I think it's okay. I assume it's okay. Wait, I can also play h3. No, but I assume I take. Or did I just blunder? Wait, if he takes, I take and go king f1, and then I have tricks. I also have queen e2 maybe. Yeah, it's kind of okay. He goes knight h6, which is not correct. Somehow I'm almost okay, but I have to find just the right setup. Is it knight b3 or not? Knight f1 looks correct. I have to find one or two moves. g4, knight f7 doesn't look right. Knight b3 looks like the right move. Yeah, I think knight b3 must be correct. I go knight c5, knight d4. I also have bishop g5, which I think is the move I'm going to play. Attack the queen. I think I can go. I can also take h6 maybe. I guess I'll just take and play here. If takes, I just take. So he's got to take, and I go knight c5. should be. Oh wait, I don't have knight g5, so let's go here. I almost have knight g5 just winning the game, but not quite. Oh, was there a4 might have been hanging too. I think knight g5 should be strong. Knight g5. We have 2 takes knight e6, looks good. Let's take, and now d5 is hanging. This should be just very good for me, unless I'm blind, which is always entirely possible. Because now if I get bishop d5, I'm just winning this position, completely winning here. Goes rook f5. I could take, I assume just g4. And it takes, I go here. Looks pretty sus to me, but what do I know? This is hanging, king's weak, diagonals. I have rook e8 with the kebab too. Very good. There we go. Let's play something a little bit more standard here, like a Nimzo Indian. I will just castle. Let's go here. Again, all pretty standard here, nothing too exciting. I can just go bishop b6 later. Could have also traded, I guess. I played bishop g4 the previous time, I think. Gonna go like e4, I guess. But e4 allows bishop b6. He goes h3. Feels slightly wrong, but I don't know how to punish. Maybe bishop e6. No. He wants to go e4, so how do I stop this idea is the question. Somehow bishop e6 just feels right to me. I don't know why it feels right, because it's probably wrong, but it just feels like I need to go for something really, really fast here in the center of the board. It does it anyway. I go bishop c4, pressure on D's knights. Bishop d3, knight d3. I also have bishop b6 check as well. It goes b4, logical. I can play bishop d3. I think I should just go here. I shouldn't really waste time. He goes there. I have bishop d3. I also have knight d3. I assume bishop d3 looks correct. I've got to come up with something. Okay, let's go a5 here. Try to attack. I don't know if this is right. It goes b5, which looks completely insane. Like, completely insane. I think I just go knight d3. Okay, now the thing is he's threatening to take, but I can also take the bishop here. Knight d7 allows knight d5. I'm not super thrilled by that. Rook c8 also maybe is a move here. I kind of want to play rook c8. I don't know why, but probably not right. Knight d5 is not a move. Knight d7 is fine, but do I have any other moves here? Knight c1 feels right to me. I don't know why, but it just feels right. He's got e takes f6. Maybe just here, knight d5, just like queen e6 or something, maybe, or queen c5 maybe. I still should be better here, but I have to prove it. That's the problem. I'll go here, I guess. Attack the knight. He takes. I guess I take with the queen, or I take with the knight. Don't know which one to capture with. Nobody here is 2800 plus. Maybe Magnus is watching. Maybe he's like lurking. I think I take with the queen, because now there are no squares, and I'm still trying to take. I still have rook c8, still have knight c5, knight c3. I assume rook c8's got to be right here. Now I'm going to jump with these knights. Yeah, now it's getting quite scary for my opponent. I just go like queen d8, and now I've got knight b3 to fork him, and that's GG. Big forks lurking here. Fork the rook, fork this. I mean, I can even just drop the... Wait. I can even just take, and this is over too. There we go. Another one. Is he done? I hit rematch. Oh, I guess he's done. That's unfortunate. Magnus always rejects invites. Yeah, Magnus does. Yeah. Who's the guy I'm playing? Some guy from, I think, Iran, if I'm not mistaken. So, Nepo wanted 29 moves with black. Yeah, he did. Oh, right, press conference. That's what you guys wanted me to do, the press conference, right? Let me not rematch. Wait, where's the press conference? Where it's this one, right? It was this one, I think. Yeah. Okay, let me close all these millions of tabs that I have open. Okay, so let's see what is said here. Let me change the scene, of course, and let's see. Was anything good said or not? Let's see. Let me adjust this, of course. Yeah, let's see.
So my first question is to Jan. When have you realized that this was your game?
You mean my game, like it was like good for me, or I played
Yeah,
this
that
before?
you were winning actually.
Well, I'd say after I played a5, it's clearly very, very shaky for white. So if, like white has something, it might be d5 or I don't know. It looks ugly, and then the position more or less plays itself.
True.
So I don't know. So I just threw all the pieces like in the center, and yeah, it was enough.
Thank you. Dink, what is your overall feeling after the game?
Sound quality is not great, but it's what it is. Actually, I do have the I do have it, right? Volume mixer. I can actually increase it, right? Okay, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, of course, to lose like this way is the way that
I'll put it max.
Cannot.
It's still not great, but it's what
happening. But after f5, the position is very difficult for me, and
oh, come on, you guys, stop it.
Played
Stop it.
very nice move, knight c6.
I mean, come on, this is not right.
I missed nearly everything in the game.
Did you feel better today during the game compared to the first round?
Yeah.
I mean, I banned them both, don't worry.
All right, thank you. And Jan, there was the move h3 on fourth, and we have seen your reaction, a little bit smile as well on the face. Can you please describe the first emotions you saw that move?
Jeez.
Well, I had some feeling that maybe it's some influence of Richard. It's a little bit like these tricky moves which without like some direct idea, but you know, it turned to be like very, very venomous because, well, basically after d takes e4, I can get one tempi up, queen's gambit accepted. And then I just didn't know, so I just decided to go to position which was, I'd say in my prep from another move order, but with the pawn on h3. And yeah,
those guys who are wondering, comments are not auto remove. They don't have an auto. They don't have auto moderation yet on kick. They're working on it, but they don't have it yet. That's the problem.
I'm not sure. So if this move is good or bad, but maybe it just changes nothing. Yeah, but in the end, I think Dink got like a well-known position, but having like this h3 like tempi up. Yeah, so finally it worked. Yeah, so it clearly has its own idea.
Thank you. And Dink, can you please tell us the idea you had when you played move h3?
This is just a move that are very rare, and actually I know a lot of ideas after h3, but today the game was a disaster, and the idea was a good environment of my seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also going to give you guys a take here. There's the first things first. There should obviously be a translator. This is the first thing first. There should 100% be a translator for Dink so he can speak in Chinese. Like it's really unconscionable to me that he's there being forced to speak in English when he doesn't feel comfortable and all that other stuff. Like it's just absurd that there's no Chinese translator. It's just wrong, frankly. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's very, very poor by FIDE as well to not do that, because you're like, he's obviously struggling, like there are things going on, he's not feeling good, and then he also on top of that, it's like adding insult to injury where he has to do these press conferences in English without like a translator. It's just absolutely unacceptable in any world.
I just didn't play it very well.
The idea was of your second. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think now it's time to go to the press. Just want to remind everyone that please introduce...
And if someone in chat says, mind-blowing why Magnus would decline to do this again, we all know why Magnus wouldn't do it again, because Magnus is smarter than that.
Yourself and the company, and also in case if you want to ask the question in Russian, please do. We do have translator and it will be translated. Yes, go ahead, Mike.
So okay, so wait, so does this mean they have a Russian translator but they don't have a Chinese translator? Wait, are they serious? Did I really just understand that correctly? Did they just say there's a Russian translator but there's no Chinese translator? That is absolutely ridiculous. That's completely absurd. Unbelievable.
Mike Klein with chess.com. My question is for Grandmaster Jan Nepomniachtchi. Congratulations, Molodiec. This has been a long time coming. Your first win in a world championship. I'm curious, when you turn on your phone, who you think the first congratulations will be from?
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it took a while, like, I guess it's like 13th game in a row, yeah. So at last. Yeah, I guess, yeah, some friends, my parents or something, yeah. But I'm trying to be, less active on socials and on the phone, yeah, like just trying to focus on.
No, I mean,
on the event.
He probably doesn't have anyone on speed dial. Honestly, it's probably just the fact that for Nepo, it's just like he's gonna talk to seconds, and that's what's gonna happen. Mike Klein wanted him to say Putin so bad. There's no chance he would ever say Putin. No chance.
I know it's your 13th game, and Kasparov he was the 13th world champion. Do you take any significance in the number 13?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Please, enter, please.
Just no.
Enzo Garcia from El País. For Liren, can you explain why did you spend so much time in your room instead of at the stage, even when it was your move? And for Ian, what do you think about the image of an empty chessboard with no players?
Oh my God!
A
Here
World
we
Championship
go.
game is going on. Is that good for chess? A good image?
Well, thinking in the restroom, it reminds me of a day when I was playing online. Also, that's totally different.
Also, this is I mean, like you see, there actually are people back there. There are other Chinese people. Man, there should just be a translator on stage with him. End of story. There should just be a translator on stage with Ding. Full stop. Nothing else needs to be said. That's all there is to it.
Thinking over the board, I come to the board only during the time trouble, but it was too late.
So you would say that you find it more comfortable nowadays to play online rather than to.
I don't know.
Okay, speaking of baiting, is that that feels like a baiting attempt? Seriously, really? They're basically, yeah. That feels like an attempt to try and bait him into saying that he prefers online chess to over the board. That's pretty rough too.
Do you have more questions?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, but he asked a question of Nepo.
Yeah, I'd say I should.
Okay.
I can only agree. So it pretty much reminds me of this COVID online times. Yes, or maybe some correspondence. But jokes aside, I mean, I guess if it's comfortable to think in the room, it's comfortable to think in the room. Yeah, I don't think there should be some restrictions. So I can recall myself spending quite some time in the room, in Dubai, but that's mainly because I was eating a lot. Yeah.
You were eating.
Yeah, I mean back then. Yeah, back then. Okay. So had a lot of snacks. Yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't part my ways with my snacks.
Okay.
Mike Klein with chess.com again. Since there was a discussion of online chess, Jan, will you be playing one title Tuesday tomorrow or both?
I won't tell you. Yeah. So
by the way, this also is a cringe question. You like how he says, "Will you be playing one or will you be playing both?" It's not like will you play or not play. It's like will you be playing one or both? Oh man.
Let it be a secret.
Jan, will you be playing one title Tuesday tomorrow or both?
I won't tell you. Yeah. So let it be a secret.
Thank you. We also bring the questions from Twitter, so everyone can just ask.
Yeah, no one wants to ask a question, so he asked
like
20 questions.
Here, so we have Jesse here with us, and please, Jesse, go ahead, ask the question.
Hi, Jesse February here. I have some questions from Twitter. Edelson asks a question for Nepo. Did you think of rapport at all after Ding played the move H3?
Sorry, think of what? Of
rapport?
Yeah, well, I have said this before already, yeah. But actually, I can say that when it was H3 on the board, I mean, normally you know which side of the board the move is being played. So I started recording G3, and then I checked the position, and it was not G3. Yeah, so yeah, but I thought that maybe it could be some influence from Richard. But yeah, I've said this before. But I would say the move is, I mean, quite normal.
All right, my next question is for Ding, and it's from John. How much attention is the match getting in China, and do you ever get recognized in the public?
Do you want to repeat the question?
Oh my God, where is the translator? Where is the translator? Yeah, like where's the translator? This is just absolutely ridiculous. The question is completely fine. I have no problem with the question. The question's completely fine, but like where's the translator? Seriously. I mean, just so bad. So bad.
Online, on televisions in China. Yeah, sometimes I will be recognized even in the park. Yeah.
All right, thank you. And one from Maria for both of you. What does your preparation consist of besides chess? For example, physical activity, working on your psyche?
This is the question for both players, I guess. Maybe Jan, you can go first.
Yeah, just quite usual. Yeah, like some fitness, some walking, some, I don't know, like watching, some series and something. Yeah, like so just also yeah, trying not to let my head, overheat.
Thank you. Think.
Analyzing and playing some games with my second. So.
Oh man.
Something like this.
Sure. Okay. And perhaps I ask one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. If you weren't a chess player, which profession, career path would you have followed instead? For both of you.
Well, no idea. So I have some sort of teacher's dynasty here in my family. So yeah, perhaps would be a teacher in a school.
How about you, Ding? If not chess player, what would be your profession?
My profession?
Ding would have been an English teacher. Oh my God, you guys, this is Dingler and this is not Jack Ma. Okay, I mean this is not Jack Ma. Relax.
Still chess player, I guess.
Oh.
It's hard to say.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is painful to watch. Like, this is actually painful to watch. Like, no kidding. Like, it just feels really, really unprofessional on all levels.
Family, Jan, we know that Ding has your family and supporting. Is someone from your family is supporting you, is here, or plans to come here and support you?
Well, surely, like, they're following the games, yeah, and we're in contact, and yeah, maybe they'll also come later, but I guess we'll see.
Okay, do we have more questions in the press? Okay, we have.
Hi, it's a question for Jan from the commentary team. During the game, were you aware that there was a Blitz game, Ding versus Aronian, that was like very similar to your game, but instead of the pawn being on H3, there was a rook on E1?
I'm not sure. Well, I think I was just trying to, remember my prep, which is, I mean, yeah, this H3 is as extra move, but I wasn't sure like if it's good or bad. But surely it's not bad. But strangely enough, for this particular position, maybe it's even a weakening. Yeah, so maybe with opponent H2, like this initiative on the G, so dangerous. But also H3 has its own benefits. So I wasn't sure like if I'm still in my book. But yeah, even with this small detail.
Thank you. And a question for Ding. Like, you thought for a long time before taking on f6. And did the move G takes f6 surprise you? Were you expecting queen takes f6 more?
Yeah, I only expected queen f6, and I was preparing to play e4, bishop g5, e5, like this. Yeah, G takes f6 came a totally surprise. And then I couldn't find.
Yeah, so he didn't look at G takes f6. Okay.
To put my pieces.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have more questions from the press?
Да, если можно, вопрос на русском. Вопрос к обоим.
I'm Quinn TV for the host of 7 viewers. Thanks for I'm Quinn TV. How the games go today? Jan Nepomniachtchi won the game.
Прошедшую партию, обдумывать следующие партии, готовиться, или это будет день целиком без шахмат?
So, a question for both players. Tomorrow you're going to have a free day, enjoy a free day. So, like, how are you going to spend this day? Are you going to debrief, to analyze today's game, or just spend your day absolutely without chess?
Jan?
Ну, целиком без шахмат очень сложно представить, но, наверное, можно будет чуть побольше поспать. Вот, и, в принципе, а так всегда одинаковое, не знаю, одинаковое расписание на турнирах, на матче, да, то есть отдохнуть, потом готовиться и повторять.
Well, it's difficult for me. I find it difficult to imagine an absolutely chess-free day. Of course, I'm planning to grab some more sleep. But generally, I'm going to follow a standard routine. Just relax and continue preparations.
Thank you. And Ding? How about
your rest day? Rest day is a good way to recover from this tough lose.
请再说一遍。
Having a rest day is a good way to recover from this tough lose.
Да, конечно, когда выдается день отдыха, то это хороший такой способ отдохнуть и восстановиться.
И если можно еще один вопрос.
Yeah, I know it's Chinese, obviously, but what was he translating the response or what?
Из еды. То есть вы потребляете какие-то углеводы для работы головного мозга? И вообще, много ли, так сказать, просыпается ли у вас аппетит во время матча, или наоборот, вы предпочитаете воздерживаться от пищи?
Okay, another question for both players. You know, during the match, while you're playing, how do you?
This is painful to watch,
what
guys.
Is
really
it you
painful.
eat? Do you eat carbohydrates to strengthen, to reinforce your brain?
Oh my God!
Or just
seriously?
you prefer abstaining from eating foods?
Ну, в комнате отдыха там есть какие-то легкие закуски, там, я не знаю, бананы, орешки, что-то такое. Вот.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Да, иногда как бы хочется что-то как-то перекусить, ну так. Совсем можно играть совсем без еды, но это так чуть сложнее.
Но не бифштекс, да?
Well, of course, you know, in the relaxation.
By the way, look at Nepo. Nepo's face, or it's like, what is this stupidity? He actually, you can, even though he's speaking Russian, he's like, oh, it's like, what is this? Yeah.
Ну так. Совсем можно играть совсем без еды, но это так чуть сложнее.
Но не бифштекс, да?
Well, of course, you know, in the relaxation room, there are some light snacks like nuts or bananas. Yeah, I do sometimes want something to grab a bite to eat. Well, but to play absolutely without any food is difficult.
Thank you. Ding, what about you?
Also eating some bananas, but most of the time I was watching at the games, the positions, see what will be the next move.
Да, ну, иногда бывает перехватишь там банан, допустим, но чаще всего, конечно, предпочитаю все свое внимание уделить на то, чтобы смотреть, следить за игрой, анализировать позицию и размышлять о следующем ходе.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next question, please, Mike.
MikeKleinChess.com.
More
My
questions?
final question is to Jan Nepomniachtchi. Due to the Chessable sponsorship, I'm in the very strange position of making your first move in round 3. You've made more than 600 moves in World Championship play, but it will be my first. So what advice do you have for me?
Yeah, it's player's choice, yeah. So it's up to you.
Thanks.
That better be it.
Another question?
Okay, one more question from the commentary team to Jan. When you played knight c6 at the end of the game, you know that like then there was bishop g5 and the exchange sack. What other moves did you consider other than knight c6?
Well, I thought like f6 is the move surely with a like queen g7. But I don't know. So I guess all my pieces are more or less all right. So like only the knight is not as sharp, and it's like quite direct. Yeah, I guess. So like I attack d4 pawn. So let's say d5 never. I mean, maybe it works, but it's like it's never a problem. So d5 I get this pawn center. So I think it was f6 and knight c6, but knight c6, I mean, it's like the position once again plays itself. So like bishop g5, I mean, it's more or less question of culture. Yeah, so you just chop and you chop and I don't know.
And what were you planning on, like knight c6, bishop b1? Is there?
I guess knight takes d4.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Do I blunder something or what? Okay.
There's knight takes d4, rook d4, bishop f4.
Thank you. Talking about stage chess here, Jan, watching you from the side.
All right. I've had enough chess for today. This is enough nonsense for today. That's just too much for me. I've had enough of it. All right, you guys. I'm gonna wind it down. We're gonna send the raid over to the Chess Bras, and I will see you all very, very soon. So have a great one. Tuesday will be Title Tuesday. I'm gonna do on Twitch, but Wednesday we'll be back here. I'll be streaming at like 5 a.m. again because the World Championship will be ongoing. So on Wednesday, we'll be here at 5 a.m. as always. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Keep it real. And see you soon. Bye, everybody.